And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to see who will make the Daytona 500 for the PCSRA Busch Series. It's going to be the biggest entry list ever here in this wonderful series of awesomeness. Because remember, 42 drivers will make the 500. Everyone else will not make the Daytona 500. And I'm joined by Cody Smart.
Hello.
And Daniel Williams.
Hello.
It's going to be interesting to see what to expect. We had an amazing Clash race happen last Sunday here at Daytona with Quincy Einstein taking the checker flag in the first Clash win for Mitsubishi Lancer. Anyway, sorry, I had a little producer telling me something off the air. But, gentlemen, we had a very good race in the duels. We saw good side-by-side and no cautions. Do you think we may see that in the duel races?
I think we might see one caution or two. We almost got that one caution during pit stops with Quentin Moore swooping all the way down to pit road. I think we'll see a caution during pit stops.
And for you, Cody?
Well, you see, at the Daytona International Speedway, as I'm distracted by two things at once. Like, I am all busy Skype right now, but Daytona International Speedway, you get all your packed racing. Two things you gotta watch out for. First things up, four-wide racing. That can get you into some wrecks, but half the time, these guys are able to work it all out. The second problem I may see during this race is lap traffic. Especially very slow traffic, I may add. These guys can slow the rest of them down, and that could separate the groups, and it can lead to some pretty angry drivers in the racetrack.
Oh, definitely. We're going to see a lot of that as we got 24 drivers in each of the dual races, and only 14 in each, or maybe more will not make it in. So
24 in each duel, and I think 10 people from each make it.
And then the next two highest spots will go to the highest of the past champions provisional, or if all of the past champion provisional drivers make the race, the next person that is not a past champion that is out on the outside looking in will be in the 500. So you won't know who will make it and who will not until we look at the
results
and all that. So yeah, Mackenzie Thompson, driving for Stuart Haas Audi Racing, is on the pole position in that number 4 Audi.
And then William Brock Motorsports is second with William Brock.
Yep. Mazda and Mitsubishi on the front row. The two M's, we like to call that. We got Josephine Bouvier in the 9 for Richard Petty Motors. Yep, Richard Petty Motorsports. And alongside of her is
Ronnie Boyer.
Ronnie Boyer, a driver I've never heard of, but Daniel Williams has.
Well, I haven't heard of Ronnie. I've heard of Ryan Boyer, so we'll see what Ronnie can do.
Yep. Heather Galloway in the one of two Hondas. We'll get to the other Honda later on in the duel. And the 04 of defending series champion, that is
Jake Hayes.
Yep. Nick Batson in the 03. Alongside of the number 6, that is driven by
Matt Smith.
First time we've seen Mercedes-Benz in this series. Then we got Nick Pericles and the 15, that is driven...
Philip Parker.
Yep, Philip Parker. First time he's in the series. Nick Pericles, last year's Dover winner. Anne Marie, one of the Chevy Camaro Motorsports representative. Cameron Garlington in the 2. Then we got Zach Ryan next to Ish Taylor in the 11.
2 Dodges right here.
One's Cargill and one's a custom made, so that's pretty cool.
Trent
Reynolds, a driver I've never heard of before.
Me neither.
Must be a
And-
new guy entering into the world of NR. Give a good
And
congratulations
Ashley
to
Reynolds, funny thing is, Ashley Reynolds is a softball player, for those of you that didn't know. So she has been busy doing a bunch of softball during the off season, along with Annie Thomas, Betty Johnson, Riley Anderson, just to name a few. So that's good. Number 10, Eli Bright in the Roblex Chevy. Eli was very happy about that awesome custom, and he wanted to thank us for that awesome car. And we're glad to make that paint scheme for you. And Claudia Perez in the 12, one of 2 Draken racing cars in the field. This is the only Holden in the field. Former Buffalo Wild Wings Series driver Timothy Grenville making his debut in the big leagues. We'll see what Holden can do. And Alexandra Van Dam in the Budweiser Patriotic Chevy. Danny Rand for Kevin Joseph Motorsports. He's got a teammate in the field. We'll come to her in just a few minutes. And can I now finally say it?
Yes.
The former dreaded fart dart, Robert Eslakia. Thank goodness he will not contaminate this entire field. He'll actually be fishing. He'll be actually fishing in this field. So, Jeff Brain, the number 5 in the Lucas Oil Chevrolet. Of course, he's got his teammate in Eli Bray and Lisa Gonzalez in the 08.
Should be interesting. I didn't get Elijah Gordon's opinions on General Tires, so when he comes back, we'll see if he has any opinions or comments about it.
Yep, but in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to get this race started.
Okay.
I'm so glad there's not going to be anybody dying from the former fart dart himself. At least he'll be fishing. At least he'll be throwing fish out across the track.
Oh boy, caution for debris every lap.
It's a piece of sea bass on the track.
Oh,
the marshal.
Restart.
Oh, we got somebody off the pace. That was
Jake Hayes.
Yep.
Now, we got another person that stalled. What the heck is happening? Come on, guys.
And if we wouldn't have restarted, the defending champion would already fail to make the Daytona 500.
Yeah, by the way, the new rule is everybody has to roll off. So PCSRA had to give the drivers that had their issues, they got it all fixed, and they're now back out on track. So that's going to be good.
Yes, sir.
You see that yellow line, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to be talking about that all day long.
Can I mention something? Okay, go ahead about the yellow line.
Yeah. You see that yellow line, folks? That is out of bounds. You cannot go below that yellow line to advance your position. If you're forced down below the yellow line, you have to come back up and blend in. Otherwise, you could get a penalty from the PCSRA stewards. Go ahead, Williams.
Will we see problems like last year? We haven't seen it yet, but this is only the beginning of Speedweeks. Will Chevys have problems, or will it be a new manufacturer?
And remember, some of these new manufacturers have never raced the Daytona 500 before. Like, for example, Mercedes, Mazda, Mitsubishi Lancer, Honda. Lincoln. Those new makes. Hyundai. Yeah, those makes have never raced here at Daytona. They could be at a huge disadvantage. So we'll have to see about that. The Audi of Mackenzie Thompson from Stuart Haas Audi Racing. William Brock for his own team, William Brock Motorsports in the Mazda. The first dual race is green.
Woohoo!
And these are the Can-Am Duels, if anyone's asking. So.
The duels at Daytona.
Yep, the Can-Am Duels at Daytona. Let's try that again. All 4 dual races will all be now in one video, so
yes.
Yay. So at least you get at least that's a total of the Coke 0400.
Yes.
But with different cars.
3 wide already.
Here comes Josephine Bouvier out of France. To the race lead, that Golden Corral Chevrolet, the only representative of Richard Petty Motorsports. As she leads them off turn number 4, looks like Josephine Bouvier will lead the first lap of the race.
Heather Galloway.
The
Seems
Canadian.
like these guys are going a little bit faster. Last race they were going about 185. Now they're going about 195.
I think that was a cautious race we had in the Clash. Now it's the intensity picking up.
Yeah. I mean, people want to make this very special race. It's very iconic. People want to get in it.
Yeah, and for some of these drivers, this is their first ever time they come to Daytona, unless you're like the veterans of the series.
I know Trent Reynolds. I don't think he's ever been at Daytona, so this could be interesting for him.
Matt Smith, I remember, and of course, even though this is a different Matt Smith than what I saw in the Master Cup Series, remember Matt Smith in the Master Cup side, not the Matt Smith that's from Zachary Taylor's team, got disqualified after causing a 4-wide incident on the last lap of the race. As the Honda Accord of Heather Galloway leads the way.
Not Mitsubishi. Mercedes-Benz is in second with Matt Smith.
The only Mercedes in the field, should I point out.
But I bet he will find someone to draft with.
Yeah, who knows?
He's one of those people who can work with anyone.
Exactly.
Because he's an only manufacturer. Oh man, I thought we were going to go 4 wide back there.
We're near 4 wide if you ask me.
It's a hornet's nest back here.
Remember, we had 18 cars in the Clash. We have 24. So, talk about amps up the anticipation.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
12 go home. 10,
well, unless we have a past champion, which I don't think we do, if I'm correct.
JK's is the only one in here.
Yes, so if JK's does not make the race, it will be interesting to see where the other past champions would be in.
Which is Annie Thomas, Annie Einstein,
and June Einstein. 4 of the last 7 seasons have been won by a champion. And here's the funny part. Remember, we have 3 girls and 1 guy. The first male driver to win the championship was JK's. But remember but I'm going to just say this. The person that won the championship the previous year did not go on to win the championship the following year. So keep that in mind. Look who's up here, Lisa Gonzalez in that Guinness number 08. Last year's All-Star winner.
Yeah, and remember, she debuted that new car and absolutely dominated the All-Star race. And then I think went on to win the Coke 600.
Yeah. And of course, Gonzalez got married over the off-season to Kevin Joseph, so that is pretty nice to see. And of course, Gonzalez, the only female on the Kevin Joseph Motorsports team. Timothy Grenville,
he's coming up.
Remember, here comes Jeff Bright.
Lisa slams the door on both drivers.
Yeah, Lisa's been in the series longer than Jeff Bright, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah.
There's Eli. I think Eli's just taking it easy, because we got a long way to go until we get... Because remember, we have a pit stop we have to do.
Yes. And
one mistake on the pit stop, your chances of making the 500 are history.
And especially if you lose the pack, like these two might.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the pack at Daytona. It could come back to bite you.
Especially when it's the duels, when you're trying to make the 500.
Yep. Claudia Perez coming to the inside. Last year, she drove a Ford. This year, she switched to a Toyota to be matched up with Jackie Tang, and she's driving the new 2018 Camry.
Looks like single file from 1st to 9th, now 10th.
Yep, on the bubble is JK's. Or, no, the 3 cars on the bubble last time we crossed the line.
Yeah.
But that's not going to last long once we get back.
And I think now it's the 11.
Yeah. That's Itch Taylor. That's one of the drivers from RPM Motorsports. Going to be interesting to see what these drivers are going to be doing.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt.
For anyone asking who will do the points, it'll be Daniel Williams this year. I will not be
Yes.
doing the points for this series. It
And
will only go to Williams.
it's not gonna be the current point standing, so the NASCAR uses in real life. It'll be based off of the old chase system where you actually have to win races and be consistent.
And speaking of Green Hedgehog, he's up here in the booth with us.
Hey.
Wait, you guys were talking about me? What about me?
We didn't.
We weren't talking about you.
We were saying some awesome, nice words about you because you're awesome.
Yes.
I missed the whole thing, so I don't know what you guys said.
So, Elijah, I was going to ask you a question. When you were in the Clash, how was the general tire compound when you were on track?
Well, this is an entirely different compound for me because I've been racing Goodyears all 14 years of my racing career.
And my phone is ringing.
Continue, Elijah.
Phone is ringing.
Yeah. Ignore the phone in the booth that apparently is being stupid. But the thing about it is, like, when you're used to a tire compound for 14 years and then you race an entirely different tire compound like General Tire, it can sometimes get a little bit hairy. But if you kind of take the time to kind of learn about the characteristics of the tire, what type of compounds that go into that tire, then you can try to find some way to maneuver your way around, like having a blown tire or something like that. But I mean, for me, it was just very difficult because we did some tire testing with this new compound, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, to say the least. But this is an entirely different compound that I've never even experienced before.
And you had 40 laps on that, so that gives you a lot of confidence, going into your dual race, Elijah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It boosts a little bit of confidence, I can tell you that.
Here comes the 0 to the lead. Trent going on the inside of Heather Galloway.
Not only that, the Z04 is trying to close in as well. That's Jake Hayes. Oh, never mind.
No, Jake Hayes went up to the high side. That's Gonzalez you were talking about.
Oh, I thought the Z04 Jake Hayes. That's how he was catching up, and then I derped.
Yep, Trent leads that lap. Trent the rookie, Lisa Gonzalez.
Trent Reynolds.
Yep, Trent Reynolds the rookie, Lisa Gonzalez. And look who's behind Gonzalez. That's her teammate, Kevin. Danny Rand.
Oh man, it's gonna take me a while to learn all these names.
You'll get used to it.
But look who else is behind Danny Rand. Mr. Bruh, a.k.a. Mr. Brocky himself, William Brock.
Mr. Bruh.
Yep,
I think he's drawing the entire field.
Let's hear radio communications with Mr. Bruh.
The other thing we're sad about, since there is no fart dart, we no longer will have gas masks.
Well, hey, that's a good thing because we won't have any more contamination.
And finally, the fans won't die.
Yeah.
Now you need Febreze.
Okay, guys. Here's another thing that it doesn't help. Look down in the stands. What do you see?
Oh God. Oh no, I don't. Oh no, I don't. I know where this is going, Daryl.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of strippers down there.
Oh God.
Whoa. Okay, we're pitting.
Oh, we're pitting. Well, this.
Wow, I said that perfect timing.
This could be bad.
Sorry, Elijah. This is not the Daytona Club. It's the Daytona International Speedway.
Okay, guys, you got to be careful getting on pit road. That was a hornet's nest. They were going side by side.
Contact.
I saw that coming.
That's not good.
That was Robert Oslakia hitting Josephine Bouvier.
A Czech Republican hitting a French. Oh, that's not going to make European fans any happy.
That's definitely that.
Don't do that. Otherwise, they'll turn it to one of those European...
William Brock gets off pit lane first.
Oh.
Whoa!
Wow.
That was close there, children.
Almost caused a big
Hey, the sheriff's in town. I forgot to mention the sheriff's in town.
Who the heck
The sheriff's back in town.
Here comes, that's Danny Rant, and bringing,
And that's
wow, that's almost the entire field that came to pit road. Holy bejeeber nuggets.
Wow.
How many guys are out? Like, stayed out of pit road?
3 people
3.
stayed.
They're
then
already
those
in.
guys might be coming up with a strategy that's their.
And remember, there's teammates in this field. Keep that in mind. You got Jeff Bright, Eli Bright. Those are teammates.
Wow, Danny Wren came out way ahead of these people. He's going to have no help.
But they're going to suck up right behind him. So he'll be okay.
Yeah. Mr. Bruh and Lisa Gonzalez working together.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Wow.
Guys, get off the track!
I saw that.
Oh, wow.
Why do you got Russian army on the track, children?
Oh no!
Get off the track, guys!
Oh, brother.
You're interrupting the
I'm
race.
41, the Elijah Gordon talk shop. This reminds me of episode
no.
41.
We do apologize about that. I don't know why the Russian army
Sorry.
was on there.
Yeah.
No,
Apparently the Russian Barbie girl armies apparently were just walking down the infield, and that was not a good idea at all.
no.
Oh, God. Somebody grab the
Caution
car
out
chart.
for debris. We have humans on the track.
Caution's out.
Yellow.
First
Caution's
caution
out.
of the duels,
No.
Now,
That's
okay.
not
No.
I
bad.
think. Oh,
Still
no.
green.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Hey, Tyler Fink and
I was about to say there, if there was a few other drivers that needed.
41.
I was about to say if there were a few other drivers that needed to come down and make their pit stops before, well, like as they make their stops when the caution comes out, the second that they hit their pits, then they would probably be trapped a lap down.
But since everybody made their pit stops, then they don't have to do that. Unless they have repair damage.
Yeah, if they have to repair damage, fortunately we do not.
And that's something you don't want to do, especially
Right now,
here.
the field is kind of spread out.
Yep, this is the one on the bubble. The 2.
Nope, the 2, Cameron Garlington.
It's like on the outside looking in.
Is
Got a lot
Mackenzie
of
Thompson.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people, cats.
And
A
that's
lot of people
something
at the outside looking in.
and that's something all 4 of us are concerned about, is trying to make this race.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, and it's
All right.
nearly impossible to make the race. You just gotta finish in the top 10, no exception, unless you're champions, I guess.
KGM teammates working together, Lisa Gonzalez and Danny Rant. Danny ran the Pepsi machine, Lisa Gonzalez in the Guinness. They got caught by Ashley Reynolds and others. Gonzalez will go to the lead of the race. There's 8 cars in this pack.
That goes to show you what pit stops can do sometimes.
Yeah, these drivers doing a good job. I mean, surprisingly, we've not had a wreck this weekend, if not this Speedweeks.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. We almost had a couple of wrecks in the shootout.
Yeah, the clash involving, I think it was Daniel Voiles and somebody.
No, I think it went caution free.
Yeah.
Caution free.
Hang on 1 second.
By the
Heather
way,
Galloway's gone back to the lead. Go ahead, Cody.
By the way, guys, big announcement. I managed to do a face review for Elijah and Boyles before recording this race.
Woohoo!
Yep. And I gotta say, my face might look like
I'm
a
back.
combination of Marty's and Boyles.
I'm back.
Looks like the 06 fell back as Heather Galloway still leads. Nick Batson is up here at the front of the
Eli
field.
Bright is now on the bubble.
Yep. I believe Eli Bright, if he's the number 10.
Never
He
mind,
is.
Mackenzie Thompson's on the bubble because Mackenzie Thompson used that outside line.
And there was more help on that outside line than the inside line.
But now here comes Eli Bright back because now they're even, and the inside gets a better run, but off of the corner, the outside gets a better run.
Plus, you also have the 11 up here in the second pack, so that makes it interesting. As you get a nice look at that Rockstar Limeade alley.
It's not Rockstar, it's Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Or Mountain Dew, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about my sponsorship in the Cup Series, the Monster Energy Cup Series. So far, we're past the halfway mark, lap 21 of 40. Heather Galloway leads. We're still green flag racing, so that's good.
Still no cautions.
And the 04 is in the transfer, is in one of those spots.
This whole pack's in the transfer spot, so it looks like Mr. Bruh is in the transfer spot right now.
Probably the other two teammates of that team, Audra Baranowskis and Henry Williams, they're probably watching and seeing what William Brock was doing out there on the track. And now William Brock can relay that message to his teammates.
Yeah.
The only Mazda team out of everybody in the PCSRA, if you ask me. And, they didn't have far to go as far as, Williams Racing, World NOS Racing, Old Spice Motorsports, just name a few,
Yeah.
They didn't have that far to go. There's, that's Lockheed from Chip Ganassi Racing.
He is actually on the bubble.
Yep. The former Fart Dart, now
Fine.
the fish
Finally.
car. Yay, the fish car. But he's got a hungry Claudia Perez. The internet. Let's hope the internet does not crash this time.
Yes.
Referring to Nick Pericles.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huh.
What?
Hopefully AOL doesn't crash.
Oh, jeez. Hopefully not.
Don't be the internet murderer.
Guess what Claudia Perez is doing while she's racing?
What?
She's eating Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Wait. She's eating
What?
Whataburger while checking her email on AOL.
Yeah.
What?
What?
There was nothing. We weren't talking about you, Elijah.
What?
We weren't talking about you.
What?
Oh, we're gonna play this what game? What? What?
Here comes William Brock,
What?
taking the second spot away.
Mr. Bruh.
Elijah's silly.
Well, I when I came back, I heard you guys talking about Whataburger, so I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
What? A burger.
What?
What?
What's
A burger.
up? What is a burger?
That's a Whataburger.
What is the meaning of a hamburger?
Tough break for Josephine Bouvier. She's already she's got no help, so it looks like she may be out.
Yeah. I wonder if these guys might have to pit again. I don't know though.
Yeah,
Don't know either.
but you have to be careful coming to pit road because you're going 190, 200 miles an hour, and you have to get down to 55.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what happened in the rookie shootout last year when Josephine Bouvier got turned by somebody, and it resulted in a wreck.
Hey, chance to drive 55.
So far, a lot of big names that won't make the field, like both of the Brights,
Anne
Marie, Timothy Grenville,
Nick Pericles,
Alexandria Van Dam, part of Daniel Voiles' team,
Mackenzie Thompson,
Matt Smith.
Cameron Garlington, Claudia Perez right now.
Yeah.
And
For them,
Justin
time
Bouvier.
is running out.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt. These guys are these guys are catching this pack because they're in a single file line.
Yeah. If they can remain single file, they can run down these 8 drivers. And then it'll be a whole new ballgame.
Anyone want a piece of gum?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thanks, but no thanks.
I think it's Hedgehog gum.
Yes, it is. It's watermelon flavored hedgehog gum.
So yeah, these drivers, I think they're gonna. This is For some of them that race in the Clash, they have the advantage over the others.
Indeed.
Here comes the 14. She's pitting. Ashley Reynolds. I just saw her come to pit road.
Here we go. Pit
There we go. Pit stops.
The Brights are in. Eli and Jeff.
Split by Anne Marie. And that very weird looking Chevy Camaro, but we'll dismiss that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in a very weird looking Chevy Camaro, but we're gonna dismiss that.
My question is to you guys, do you think tires are going to be an issue now that this track has been repaved?
I don't believe so because the drivers the type of Daytona that they're racing on right now, it's very very smooth. So the bumps are not going to be as much of a factor on those tires, and especially when the pavement was like very old, and eventually, and I think like some of the seams that were on the racetrack would sometimes cut down a tire or something like that. So it's probably a good thing for these new types of tires, especially on a very newly repaved surface.
Yeah, definitely. As you see the teammates coming out, Kevin Joseph's going to get a lot of notes from his two teammates that are in this race.
Oh, I see pieces of debris.
Uh-oh, somebody might have ran. Oh, Claudia Perez.
Oh boy.
Mackenzie Thompson. Looks like Thompson was just exiting out of her pits. She should have gone straight, but instead she just turned down in front of Claudia Perez like that.
Don't know what was that all about.
I mean, there's like nothing in front of you. You can just go drive straight through it.
That's interesting. Most people took tires, but the 11's taking no tires.
He's thinking fuel could be a factor as we are going to be coming up to 11 laps of racing to go.
And as we're getting more and more down to the wire, Voiles pointed it out in the Clash. All bets are off, pretty much. So these drivers, they're going to be going for what they've got.
Last time by, Nick Pericles was on the bubble. Now it's the 0.
And that's one of those things.
And now it's Roberto's Lockia because they just passed the 11.
Yeah. We'll wait for scoring to update. But go ahead, Legend.
That's one of those things that those drivers they're going to be fighting for. They're going to be fighting for that final bubbles transfer position, and that's like one of the first may be an important position, but that final transfer spot is more important than anybody because that final transfer spot can guarantee you into the Daytona 500. So
unless you're like Jake Hayes, who has the past champions provisional,
yeah.
If you don't make the race, at least you have that in a good spot.
Yeah, but especially for like smaller teams or teams that don't have any car owner points, anything like that, that's what they're fighting for.
Definitely, we're going to see that a lot. And also, like I said, we got stages, even though there will not be points awarded to, it's just going to be some stage racing, which that could be a big factor if you ask me.
But there's only going to be 2 stages.
Yeah. Unless the distance gets longer, then there could be a possibility of a third one, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, for us team owners, of course, Cody Smart owns his team.
Yeah, definitely moved on to Ford Mustang this season. After joining Levine Family Racing last season, we decided pretty much to let things go to our transition. And now it has turned into the 95 Smart Sports Ford Mustang instead of the Levine Family Racing Chevrolet.
But then again, you do have the same paint job, so are you? Is it your own team or is it Coach Smart Racing / Levine's Family Racing?
It's officially Smart Motorsports now. The only thing that pretty much is in common between my team and Levine Family Racing now is just the sponsorships. It's only the sponsorships. There could be a very small possibility if we do have room to negotiate a possible sponsorship that I currently have in my team in the WROA. Just maybe, but we're gonna have to set into negotiations on that very soon.
I mean, if you look at, you look at the teams, you have Elijah's team that's a WRLA NOS Energy Cup team. They are, of course, they're running the same sponsor schemes in WRLA, which, by the way, we want to say hello to the WRLA group for joining us here at Daytona.
Hello.
Yep.
Hi.
As like Elijah always tells me several times, WRLA likes to go everywhere. So
Yeah.
they're here in attendance. But, you've got Elijah's team that's both PCSRA and WRLA. Same with William Brock, even though William Brock's team has different makes in the Cup Series and the in this series. So that's something you have to get used to as a team, So that's pretty interesting. So, and of course, my team's different because it's not Daniel Voles Racing; it's World NOS Racing.
Yeah.
You're co-owners with Luke Knight.
Yep. And Luke Knight will be moving over to that 97 in the NOS Energy Cup Series in WRLA for 2018.
Indeed.
They just put Josephine Bouvier a lap down.
Looks like Josephine's just being a gracious backmarker, just moving out of the leader's way. I mean, that was very respectful of her to move out of the leader's way. Now, as long as you don't become a nuisance, then you're okay.
Yes.
I wonder if there might be something wrong with that 9 car, because the way the leaders dispatched her real quickly, I wonder if she might be down on cylinders.
If
that's the case, then that's a tough break.
Maybe.
Yeah, and that's a Ford. Maybe the Fords might have trouble this year, unlike the Chevys last year.
Mm-hmm. Or I think if Josephine just saw the leaders were coming and said, "I'm just going to get out of the way," then.
And that's definitely a good idea too. If your car is slower than what it's supposed to be, and if you got the leaders coming up behind you at full throttle, full speed, it's definitely a good idea to just simply get out of their way.
Yeah, very gracious backmarker by Josephine. So So unfortunately, she won't make the 500. So tough break for Richard Petty Motorsports.
On the bubble is Trent Reynolds.
And that'll be in the number 0. And speaking of zeros, look at how many cars have at least 1 0 in it. We got the 01 in first place, then we get the 03 in third, 08, 06, 04, 00, and 0. That is 7 cars that has at least 1 0 in the top 10 right now. And I just noticed that to be ironic.
And then we have the 05 back here trying to get into the top 10.
And it sounds like the number 2 is trying to close down to the 0, so there might be a last battle for those bubble spots before the race is over.
Maybe, but we only have a few laps to go. But Josephine, what are you doing?
Josephine Brower still causing problems here.
Stop being a nuisance, Josephine.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be a nuisance, especially when you're multiple laps down and you're just trying to let the leaders get out of the way.
Yeah, that could be a possibility that she might get called over to PCSRA hauler after the race. Possibility. We're going to have to wait and see what those officials say about that situation, because usually they will not have to do that. As it looks like the number 2 might be able to make an attempt to close down the 0 as we're down to 3 laps to go. Cameron Garlington The first one out of the Daytona 500 so far. Still trying to lead this pack to close down to the 0 to make a dogfight of who would make the Daytona 500. But here's the thing. All the top 10 at least are closing down to our leaders.
Indeed.
So we could see a very interesting twist later on within these next 2 laps. As Heather Galloway is still leading here in the first duel. Then we got the number 03 of whoever that is. The number 7 of I don't know who that is either.
That's William Brock. And the 03 is
William
Nick
Brock.
Batson. The 7 is William Brock. JK's is the 04. Ashton Reynolds is the 14.
Yep.
Coming to the white flag.
What are you doing, Josephine?
Josephine seems like she might be as fast as the lap cars, but not really like holding them up on
But she was
purpose.
lagging back, so I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
The
White flag.
PCSRA is currently investigating upon that. They're not too sure if they're going to be black flagging her for this. Heather
No, actually,
Galloway,
they may be doing something else.
Okay. Again, I don't know too much of the rules of the PCSRA. I just know to drive there and win a race.
Looks
at
like
least.
down the back straightaway, it's now a 2. If Josephine passes the 03, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah. Yep. The battle
Yep.
almost ends. We have to see if Josephine can get to the inside of second place.
Just been told by PCSRA after the race, driver crew chief of the 9 to the hauler after the race.
And here
Heather
goes
Galloway
Heather Galloway.
wins.
Oh, darn it.
Wins the first Can-Am Duel.
And Trent Reynolds will be the last car to make it in.
And the Daytona 500. Good job. by
That's
him.
definitely
Right there.
good. That's a good thing for Trent Reynolds there. You know, just he was up there early in the race, but kind of lagged back a little bit. But you know, definitely a good job by
So,
by
Boils,
Trent.
go ahead and put the top 10 in the chat.
Or I could do this. Give me 1 sec.
Oh, yeah, huh? Just print this,
There, I saved it.
this photo.
Shaved it.
Yep. There's a look at your results.
And now
And
we're
we're
gonna
ready for duel number 2.
So Heather Galloway, I believe, will start on the pole for the Daytona 500.
Well, we don't know where they're going to qualify.
We can't edit the.
Yeah.
Results.
So they'll basically. So I think what they'll do is like, well, they like draws like starting positions off from a hat or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh boy. All right, good luck.
Drivers.
Because that's what.
Oh my gosh.
That's what
What?
And about
Annie
20
Thomas.
professionals.
Looks like.
That's what Dark-
Championship professionals. Were there any in the first duel?
Drivers.
Yes, there were.
To your
uh,
cars.
Well, no, the
I counted
JK's
2.
did not make did make the
He
Oh,
did
JK's
make the
did make the
race.
top
yeah.
10.
Voiles,
Okay,
you start
gotcha.
7th, so Voiles, go ahead and get in your car.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
Let
need
me
my
let me
stuff.
get there too.
Here's your stuff in your blue slushie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
sorry, Elijah.
What?
I cheated on a chicken.
No, you didn't.
I wonder how you can cheat in a chicken. That's like the number one question that's baffling me right now.
Oh boy. This gets more and more fun by the minute.
He made contact with me.
And here's your qualifying results, as you can see on the side of the screen. And the Egyptian Queen starts last.
Egyptian Queen. Oh boy.
Wonder what the
Thanks for everybody.
Okay, Daniel, good luck, mate. Starting on the inside in the 7th spot. Make sure you stay out of trouble and go from there. Simple.
Danny Boyles, this is Daniel Williams, PCSRA booth. You have a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, what do you... Okay, so... did your car handle in the clash? And do you think you have a shot of making the Daytona 500?
I think we have a good chance. Our Gatorade Hyundai was very fast yesterday in practice. We just need to take it easy and go on from there and just make the race.
Well, good luck and hope you make the Daytona 500.
10-4, thank you very much. I just want to let everybody know that I'm sorry to Elijah Gordon because I cheated on his queen, and oh my gosh, there's a chicken-mobile on the car.
He probably means Harley Quinn. I don't know.
Yeah, Harley's not my queen.
Emmanuel Hartnett on the outside, Andy Thomas in the inside, a Hyundai and a Ford Fusion on the front row. Who is going to make it in the Daytona 500 and who's going to go home?
Over half of them.
Oh yeah, over half of them. Yay. Pace cars off. Andy Thomas and Emmanuel Hartnett will lead to the green flag, and we are racing at Daytona, duel number 2.
Daytona.
Another thing that you can see here is that the clouds are now out, and the grip on this racetrack is going to pick up, and the speeds are more likely to go even higher than what they were when the sun was out in duel number 1.
Yeah, we have Darrell Wallace Jr. I'm just kidding, it's Joshua Sicoli.
Also, another question is, what is that also going to do to the tire compound? Because I don't believe tire compound under the clouds. I don't think so.
No, the Clash and the Clash and duel number 1 was in sunny conditions.
Yeah. So this could definitely. So this may do something to the tire compound, and we don't even know what it's going to do. But we'll find that out as the race goes on.
And we'll also find out what the tire compound will do at night. Remember, the last 2 duels are at night.
Indeed.
Yep. And the ones in duel number 4, some of them will most likely lose concentration because it's really late out there, literally.
Voiles 3 wide in the middle.
There comes the number 18.
Of Troy King.
And here comes June Einstein. Right now we got the number 33. And we got the number 19.
The 33 is Luke Cage.
And you're seeing here, because during the daytime, I think we mostly had like double file racing, but now since the clouds are out, the speeds are going up, we're now seeing a lot of drivers make some aggressive moves, go 3 wide here all over the place. You see Daniel Voiles there in the 26th, they're on that extreme outside line, starting to drop back here. But there is some few more drivers up there that could maybe help them out, but that chance is slim to none.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Comes to 19's gonna get to the inside for a second. Now the battle for the lead with June Einstein. He gets to the inside.
Alex Hawkins to the lead.
Yep, Alex Hawkins is to the point here at Daytona.
Kaylee Rankin's going to get by Luke Cage for that 3rd position down the front stretch for the 4th time. Ian Dutta in the 21.
I see the 41 coming up here as well.
That's Ismail Amir Mawaz.
Amir Mawaz. Oh boy. Oh, these names you gotta get used to.
Yeah. Hey, at least you have a better time saying it than Voiles did.
Okay, that's a plus.
Yeah, that's a plus.
And we even got that recording too.
Yes.
Yay!
That's a plus. Cody Smart, 2017.
Benjamin Glass in the 39. I've never heard of this driver. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm looking at my notebook, and I don't really have any notes on this guy. So get ready to take notes on him right now.
That is right. He might be making an NR 2003 debut. We do not know. But I
Way
remember
too
back
tight,
in
way
early
too tight.
2016.
Car's trying to go up to the wall, way too tight.
Okay,
Understood, mate.
54 wide,
Understood.
54
We'll try to
wide.
get you. We'll try to get an adjustment. Yeah, it's like way too close to the wall. I'm just trying to drop back as best I can. 10-4. Take it easy, buddy. You got a long way to go. You got your teammate in front of you.
That's radio communications with Daniel Voiles complaining his car's a little bit too tight.
One of the worst places to be tight is in the corners and when you're on the bottom line. I mean, when you're on the bottom line and you're tight, sometimes that car can get tight enough to where it'll start start slowly easing its way up the track, and then eventually can get into a few other drivers.
I think
So-
that's what happened with Brandon Jones at Daytona this year.
Yeah. So what you're seeing here is that Voiles is doing everything he can to drop back, let everybody else go by. Heck, even Andy Thompson, the 23, might be doing the same thing here, because one of those characteristics is that there could be a huge wreck that could happen, and that's definitely a smart choice by those two drivers right there.
Oh yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
It seems like we got 4 to 5 cars single file. Oh, third.
Here comes
Alex
Nissan
Hawkins
Maxima.
Continues to lead. Yep, that is Nissan Maxima number 34.
Of Morgan Henderson.
Yep, Morgan Henderson.
Henderson.
Oh, darn it. Darn me. But June Einstein battling for the second position. Alex Hawkins still holds on to the lead. And
Right.
we got problems with the 22. Oh, we got her.
Looks like 3 wide in the middle of the pack. We do not want to see the big one early on.
That's
Oh,
definitely
no, but-
something you don't want to see early on in the race, especially if there's some drivers that absolutely have to race their way in.
Oh yeah. I forgot to ask Boyles this, but are there any provisionals? Oh yeah, June and Quincy. Not Quincy, June and Annie are in this one. So they're the two.
2 Annies and June Einstein.
Okay, so the 2 Annies and June Einstein. Okay.
Boo,
So
boo, boo.
Annie Thomas, Annie Einstein, and June Einstein are the championship.
I just realized this. This is the worst race. You know why, Elijah?
How come?
We have Annie Winters, Annie Thomas, and Annie Einstein. The Annie.
Oh boy.
You do
It's
not.
the triple. It's
Okay,
the,
Daniel, your teammate is right behind you.
it's the Annie triple threat.
Yes.
Yikes. It
Whoa!
was like 2 Annies and a June.
That was close. Kaylee Rankin chopped the nose off of Emmanuel Hart, and they almost hit the wall. Sorry for that quick reaction. Whoa! I saw that happen in the back of the pack, and I just wanted to point that out.
So June Einstein's not a championship, unfortunately.
Brought to you by Triplex and Fleetwire.
She actually is.
Oh, okay. So we got 4 championship professionals. Annie Winters, Annie Einstein.
No, not Annie
Thompson,
Winters.
June
Annie Winters has not won a championship.
Oh, okay, not Annie Winters. Okay, so I was right in the first place. Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Seems like Alex Hawkins is still in the lead. The 38 might propose a battle with him.
All right, hang on 1 second, guys. I will be right back.
3 wide, 2 rows deep back there. But here comes Strawberry Lawson trying to get the draft and the run off of the 19 to propel her to the lead.
Did you just say Strawberry Larson?
Strawberry, no, not Larson. Strawberry Lawson.
Lawson. Oh.
Not
okay,
Strawberry
that-
It's not Strawberry Larson.
Strawberry Larson. That would be really funny in the Cup Series. Kyle Larson's sister makes her Cup debut and wins 5 races this season.
Wow. Just wow.
Oh man. I know, probably a bad attempt on showing a new driver. And here comes the Hamilton's Toyota Camry. He's in 3rd.
It's Lilo Pakai.
Leo Kablani.
Okay, Daniel, looks like Cody Smart is drunk on watermelon slushies.
What?
I'm not drunk.
What is
You are
what?
drunk.
Well,
Wise out. We got this.
it's Lilo Pakai.
Leela Pakai.
Lilo Pakai. You made me mess up now.
Leela Kapai.
Watch out for cars coming to pit road, mate.
Oh boy.
Lilo Pakai.
Leela Kapai. No, that's not it.
Lilo Pakai.
Leela Kapai.
This is gonna be an adventure.
This is gonna be a long season here, folks.
Yes, it is. I can.
Alex is in the lead still.
Oh, okay. Back to the race.
Pit this lap, mate.
Yeah.
Pit this lap. Don't slide the tires. Don't slide the tires. We'll try to do 2 tires, but just be gentle, not slide the tires. Your teammate might follow you suit. Just take it easy. Get to pit road. 55 miles an
Oh,
hour.
boy.
55.
You might want to watch out, otherwise you'll get.
Whoa,
to the
there we go.
Hawkins.
Crash behind you,
Oh,
mate. Crash
trouble.
behind you.
30 and 41. Oh, looks like they're gonna recover. Yep, but do
No
we have
caution.
a caution? No, we do not.
Oh, whoa.
5, 4,
Oh,
3,
now this might
2,
be a caution.
1.
This might be a caution. Oh, and more trouble.
Watch this.
Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
What?
Well, that's calamity that you don't want to see on pit road.
Nope. Oh, Elijah, you messed it. I try to announce this person's name and I keep on messing up.
Lilo Pakai.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
Leela
Eric.
Kapai.
He said Lilo Pakai.
Apply. That's fine.
I said Leela Kapai.
I got it recorded so I can go back.
Lilo Bakai. Cody
Papai,
Smart
yeah.
2017.
Lilo
Kapai.
Paplai. How about Lilo
Papai.
Paplier?
Oh, Papai.
Okay, Daniel, we also handed you
Okay.
a glove, so if you start getting blisters on your hand, we have a spare glove in the car for you, mate.
Okay, mate, good luck in Australia, mate. Alright, enough of that. Alex Hawkins in the lead. Or
Action.
is he? No, he's not. The 33 of, I want to call him Brandon Jones because I don't know what his name is. Luke something.
Luke Cage.
Okay.
Luke Hayes or Luke what?
Luke
Cage.
Cage.
Oh, Luke Cage. Oh, I've heard
Derp.
Hayes first.
You are the
Boy,
Derp
oh,
King.
boy,
He's the
don't
new
probably
Derp King,
gonna
ladies and
make
gentlemen. Give it up
about-
for
Now we have Christian Cafera as your new
Christian
leader.
Cafera. Okay. Yay, I pronounced that one right.
The Mercedes.
Ooh, Mercedes-Benz, eh? Those things look pretty good on a racetrack right now. Oh, Germany, you really pulled that one off.
It looks. I think he thinks that that Mercedes Benz is a little bit more sexier when it's in the lead.
Oh boy, that reminds me of that song, Mercedes-Benz style. I'm sexy and I know it.
Copyright. I'm just kidding.
You'll be sued by the Warner Brothers. Nah.
But no offense to the driver of the 43, I really wasn't.
No offense.
Yeah.
No offense. I really like the Mercedes-Benz. I really do.
Christian
But, yeah,
Cafera.
Yep.
Oh, here comes your favorite name, Cody.
Leo Papai. No, that's not it.
Lilo.
Okay,
Lilo.
Daniel, you're underneath Lilo
Lilo.
Pakai. Just
Lilo Papai.
good job, mate. We're in the show as of right now. If you can keep it up, we'll be in good shape.
Lilo
Woohoo,
Pakai.
where's my teammate? Your teammate is now on the outside looking in, but if 2 of the past champions make it, the other 2 might make the race as well. Woohoo!
Yep, Annie Thomas, one of those at the outside looking in. However, I believe she has the championship position now.
Yes.
So no matter what, Andy Thomas is in the Daytona 500, but remember, we only have room for 2 championship professionals. So you might want to watch out for that. It'd be very safe for Andy Thomas to finish in the top 10 in this race, so we won't have to worry about overusing those provisionals because we only have room for 2, folks. Only 2.
And right now, both of them are used up between June Einstein and Andy Thomas.
Yep, as of right now, Annie Einstein. Oh, she did. Never mind.
Yeah, she's
A
in
conversation
5th.
from earlier.
Okay,
Yep.
Daniel, here's the scenarios. If the 29 makes the race and the 23 and 37 do not, the 23 and 37 would make it in on championship provisionals and everybody else would go home, regardless where they finish.
I don't know. We might have to deal with a tie break on this one because I believe it'd be the highest 2 championship professionals, and right now, Annie Thomas and June Einstein would have a pretty good shot. But then here's the deal.
I don't think that there's any more championship contenders in the next 2 duels.
No, there's not. These are the last 3 championship contenders. That's up for the champions provisional. Hi, I'm Patrick Watson, and I'm the best race control ever for PCSRA. Thank you. Good night.
Oh boy.
Yes, that is Patrick Watson, ladies and gentlemen. Give it a round up for him.
Yay!
Oh, and by the way, I gave Elijah Gordon an awesome ham sandwich when he was down in his.
I don't like
ham. Turkey?
Turkey sandwich. What kind did you give me?
Original turkey.
I like Oscar Mayer, but original is good.
I also have Oscar Mayer, my friend.
Cool.
Ow, I just stubbed my toe.
Ouch.
Don't worry, I tend to do that multiple times a year.
Yeah, I know, we all do that.
But yeah, they're like,
That sounded like the Cars.
alright, Annie Thomas to the inside of June Einstein.
Let's go
She's
back to
trying
the
get
lead.
top 10.
Looks like 10 to go. 10 to go. No, not 10 to go. 20 to
Halfway,
go.
mate.
20 to go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a close race for the Derp King. It's gonna be either me or Cody Smart.
We'll make it into the Daytona 500.
Boy.
Joke.
Don't worry, I'll be racing in soon.
Who's
But I'll be
gonna
the
take
one
the
that's
Who's gonna take the crown from Michael DeFeo?
Oh, Daniel, you just got
Sooner or later,
way behind. You're way behind right now. 3rd place would be Ray, and Ray derped quite a few. So, right now, you would probably be in maybe, I don't know, maybe 5th, only being behind Boyles. Then I think Ray would be 3rd, being overthrown from Prince, originally by me, but then that's now Michael DeFeo. And then I
Inside?
just beat Michael DeFeo.
Inside.
So
Inside,
right now,
you're
I think I'm a
you're almost
little
clear.
ahead of Michael.
You're clear,
Again,
mate.
both of us are
P4.
quite a
Get,
handful
oh,
ahead
P3,
of
excuse
Ray.
me. Good job, mate.
And then
We're okay, mate.
Ray
You're in.
is
Okay,
pretty
inside.
much ahead of Boyles.
Inside,
So
mate.
I think
Inside.
that's where the standings go.
Inside, still there. Inside, mate. Still there. Be patient. Still there. You're all clear, mate.
Okay, Daniel.
Got 2
Boyles
spots
in
and 1
second
lap.
place.
That's pretty
Boyles
good.
might be in contention like the top 5.
And they're gonna come up. They're about to lap
Not top
Martha
5.
Constantina.
The Blazers a lap down.
Your teammate's coming up there. If she can block the 43 and you can get under the 43, we'll be in good shape.
She's
And that'll be a
5
nice
laps
teammate.
down. Martha's 5 laps down.
Martha who?
Martha Constantina.
Constantina, I heard.
Go on, you're inside. Okay, you're clear.
Martha Constantina. Got her!
Ugh.
So tough break for her. Looks like she might not make the Daytona 500.
Oh, she won't. She's already 5 laps down.
Yeah. But Alex Hawkins gonna have to get to the inside of her. Not him, her. In order to try to contend.
Outside, you're now all clear, mate. You can come down.
30 is a slow
No.
car. Might hold up the others. Boyles.
Apparently the spotter derped. If the car's on your right side, it's your outside. If the car's coming on your left, it's your inside.
Oh boy. Now the spotter's in contention.
Oh God, no!
It's the spotter that will make the Daytona 500. Thank you. Good night.
Oh,
Okay, Danielle,
boy.
sorry. I've been a bit drunk. I think PCSRA may suspend me.
Now.
Oh, pit stops.
Okay, then, Mike.
No.
Pit stops.
Annie Einstein still in the top 10 as of right now. Let's see what's going on with the 23 and the 37, where they are in terms of trying to get into the top 10. As you got another round of pit stops at number 20 of
Emmanuel Hartnett.
Hartnett. Pits.
There's the 23 and 9th.
That is good for Annie Thomas.
June
That means-
Einstein is 12th.
So guys, I've got a very good question right now. Say if Annie Thomas and June Einstein both finish in the top 10, does that mean the driver in 11th and the driver in 12th both make the Daytona 500 in this duel?
Well, that depends.
Okay, Daniel, there could be a tiebreaker if that were to happen, based on how many starts the team made for the last two spots. But if three of the three champions provisionals make it in, the fourth one gets in, and then the next person that had a that is next highest would make the race.
Oh my God, Boyles is leading.
New leader,
Okay.
26.
So,
It's almost like at the same
We
time
get
we're
the
asking.
lead.
asking-
Hyundai
to
Sonata.
the
Oh
point.
no, we're coming in.
But they're
Crap.
coming in the pits, still talking. They'll
Yeah.
take the lead. Going at the 14 laps to go. Here I'm doing
Okay.
number 2.
What I think is funny is that we're asking at the same time we're asking those questions. Wills is probably asking himself these questions, and then his spotter is like the know-it-all. No offense.
Oh boy.
None taken, Mr. Green. You're so cute, and I'm sorry if I'm in trouble for touching a squeaky cheek.
I don't want my
Oh,
scrotum to be
Lordy.
touched, please.
Oh lordy. Let's get back to the show.
Yes. Back to the show and back to the task at hand.
As Voyles comes out first, Christian Kivera comes up behind him. Now out talking goes to pits. Annie Einstein to the point. As I'm gonna be right back and get a water before my voice dries
Annie
out.
Einstein is not in the lead. Duh. I hear a bird.
That's actually my nephew downstairs.
Oh.
So if you hear my nephew in the background in the booth, sorry. Oh. Okay. I thought Wills had some sort of issue.
Everything okay with the car, mate? Yes, everything's okay. Simple.
Okay, because I saw him dip down below the yellow line. Then I think he was probably just merging back up on the track.
Probably.
I wonder.
This guy is. I guess this guy has liquid gold.
There's TJ Haley.
Liquid gold. I wonder where that one
Oh, and just as I was about to ask you, back with water, there he is.
Yep. I decided to grab 2 waters this time because I know I'm probably going to be here for another 2 hours. So I came prepared. As we're down to 12 laps, wait a minute. Okay, I guess, I was right. 12 laps to go here at Daytona. Miralo Pechelli.
Okay,
now
Daniel, if we make the
Okay.
race, the drive for 5 is on the line, mate.
is in the lead. Daniel Boyles might contend for it. Here he comes to the inside, maybe.
He doesn't have help, though.
No help, plus the lap traffic doesn't really help either.
There's no lap traffic.
25, that's the lead. Yeah, the 22 lap traffic.
Oh, it is? Oh, my bad. Whoops.
Dirt. We need to do a dirt count somewhere.
I know, yeah, we should have like a dirt counter somewhere.
Yeah.
So in the Venom Truck Series race next Saturday, spoiler alert, there will be a burp count.
Burp. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Very.
Sorry, I didn't hear if there was a lap car coming. Sorry, mate. I was too busy reading my Gatorade magazine.
What?
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 What the heck?
There, I didn't even know there was such thing as that.
Yeah, how can you read a Gatorade magazine while driving? Heck, and for that matter, while you're
While drinking that specific.
I think it's a
I have
spotter.
a robot in the car with me to turn the wheel while I'm reading the magazine.
Oh my
How
god.
can your spotter get in the car?
Spotter.
No, it's not my spotter. It's not my spotter. It's my robot.
Oh.
I don't see a second seat in there.
There is.
I can't see it though. I'm looking in the cockpit. I don't see a second seat.
All right.
I have the robot on top of me then.
Oh,
Well, it's like, I guess it's a miracle. You can drive a robot on your lap.
Oh,
It's almost like you're manning. It's almost like you're using the pedals, but the robot is driving for you. It's like training a baby how to drive.
baby driver.
Eh.
So as of right now, as we go to less than 10 laps to go.
New
sounds like
leader,
both
26.
Thomas and June Einstein are below the top 10. That means they'll come in the championship provisionals. We have already taken care of the 41st and 46 people going in. And never mind, June Einstein is in the top 10.
And Andy
This
Thomas
gonna
is
get
16th.
very interesting. Yes, Andy Thomas will make it onto the championship provisional. It looks like whoever comes in 11th place out of all the 4 drivers and whoever's the highest up in the owner's points will be the last spot for the Daytona 500 from what I heard. So that means who came in 11th? I think it was Cameron Garlington. Cameron Garlington, as of right now, he would be one of those candidates to be one of the last spots in this Daytona 500.
That's if June Einstein finishes 10th.
Yep, that's if June Einstein finishes within the top 10. Cameron Garlington is going to have to hope for that. He should also hope if Andy Thomas finishes in the top 10, because that can give him an extra shot getting into 500. Because then they'll be looking at the top 2 out of those 4 who finished in 11th. So as of right now, Cameron Garlington is in contention, and we're going to try to state that name over and over to be sure that Garlington could be in contention to win that tiebreak. And who's 11th right now? Because that spot can be very important.
Checking driver in P11. Oh, somebody's smoking. Somebody's smoking up ahead.
No! I wonder who that would be. That is
Ryan Boyer.
17 blows up. That is not good for Ronnie Boyer.
And
Not
that's-
what he needed for this season. He's going to be out of the Daytona 500.
And that's the first engine failure of the weekend. And that's a Dodge.
And a Dodge.
And a
And-
Dodge.
Unfortunately, Boyer's not saying Yahoo.
He's saying boo-hoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere's around there.
Boyles has his old manufacturer right behind him. He used to have a BM Mercedes. Now he's a Hyundai.
Monday.
Hyundai. Hyundai.
Coming to 5 to go.
5 to go. Boyles will lead at the 5 to go mark. But can he lead the rest of the way to win?
Here comes Daniel Boyles crossing around the line. Final 5 laps here at Daytona, and it looks like June Einstein is not in the top 10.
June
Cameron
Einstein has fallen
Darlington.
back to 11th.
Cameron Darlington is going to have to hope for June Einstein to get back into that top 10 in order to have any shot in making the Daytona 500. Because I believe Darlington has finished 11th in the first duel. And where's Andy Thomas right now?
Annie Thomas is way back here in 15th.
I'm not sure if Annie Thomas could get into the top 10. If she doesn't, which that looks like to be the case, then Cameron Darlington and the 3 other 11th place drivers, that's if June Einstein finishes in the top 10, would be determined based out of team/owner points from last season, and the best one there would make the 500. So as of right now, June Einstein would not give that spot to Cameron Darlington. And the other ones who would finish in 11th. Daniel Boyles in your lead, 3 for second. And speaking of Einstein, here comes Annie Einstein.
Oh, but Lilo has to pit.
Oh,
Fuel strategy.
That is going to be big.
Yep, there goes.
Be big.
That's gonna be huge. Now,
Hartnett can't make it.
now this is really gotta be nerve-wracking for the 2016. And all the other teams too.
Does
Definitely.
Boyles have enough?
June Einstein in the top 10.
Let's hear radio communications with Boyles. Let's hear radio communications with Boyles and crew. We're having some technical difficulties. The 31, the 29 can't make it. Annie Einstein can't make it.
Oh man.
Oh, and now Annie Einstein might have to use her championship provisional. Oh boy.
Benjamin Glass can't make it.
They're on 2 to go right now.
This is gonna be huge, guys. Does everybody have to pit Annie Thomas?
Oh, man.
I think she's gonna be in the top 10. She is. And so if June Einstein and Annie Thomas stay where they are, then Cameron Darlington would still have a chance and to get into the Daytona 500.
Oh, we gotta keep our
White
eyes here on
flag.
the leader.
Yeah, also on Daniel Voiles.
They don't have
Alex
to pit.
Hawkins. Well, they pit.
Oh
No, they
man,
don't.
they're gonna risk
White
it.
flag, Mike. White flag.
They're gonna risk it here.
White flag for Daniel Voiles.
Henderson
Getting home tomorrow.
Can't make it.
Oh my
Oh, man.
goodness. This is gonna be huge. Who else can't make it? Sorry if I keep clearing my throat a lot.
Come on, buddy. You got it. 2 more corners. Nice and smooth.
Daniel Voiles looks like he's gonna hold off Alex Hawkins. Hawkins might not have too much of a shot after all, but he'll have to settle for second place.
Oh boy.
As Daniel
We did it, baby.
Voiles
We
gonna
did it.
come to
Woo!
live
We're
and
going
win
to
the
victory
second
lane.
duel at Daytona.
We're going to victory lane. The drive for 5 is still alive.
The
Well-
Dragon 5
it
is still
looks
alive.
like Cameron Darlington and whoever finishes 11th will still have a chance.
Actually, no.
Because-
Actually, no. It's no. Because Annie Einstein's 12th.
June Einstein's in 6th and Annie Thomas is in 9th. So Darlington and whoever finishes 11th still has a shot.
I know, but no, because there's only one spot left. Because Annie Einstein's
Yeah.
finishing 12th, so there's only one spot left instead of 2.
Yeah, there is one spot left, and that would be whoever finishes 11th in all the duels and go for the tie break and the team understands from last season.
Or we do a dash, like a 10-lap dash with all 4.
With all Darlington and Ayers. I didn't think of that idea. Okay. So who finished 11th in this duel?
11th.
Oh, Annie Einstein. Oh, good lord. Okay, who finished 12th?
That would be this guy,
Christian
Christian Cafera.
Confera. Christian Confera. he is going to compete with Cameron Garlington and 2 other drivers to get the last spot for the Daytona 500.
Okay,
Whatever,
Voiles, you
how
can take
we
a
do
picture.
it.
Picture.
All right, I am going to write down the 2 guys who will be in contention for their extra chance.
Hey, Voiles, let me know when you got the picture.
And Christian.
Get out of your. You can get out of your car now. You can get out of your car
And then
now.
I'm trying to get the belts off.
Oh.
it's like I'm trying to get the. It's like he can hear us. He knows what we're saying. I'm trying to get the belts off. Yes.
Okay, folks. This is going to get interesting now for the next 2
Oh my
duels.
god.
The top 10 will still make the Daytona 500, but
How
whoever
about
comes
that?
in
First trophy
11,
for Hyundai Sonata.
Did
All
you
right.
get a picture?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen?
All right. So this is
Well,
going to
you
get
know what that
interesting,
means, guys.
What?
I could do what no driver's done ever.
Which is?
A 5th Daytona 500.
Oh, wow. I only got 1 Daytona 500.
I
I
have.
have 5.
So I have so many that I've lost count.
We got problems, Daryl.
I almost got 2 Daytona 500s.
Problems. We got problems.
Or 3. Or 4.
Problems.
Canceling the weekend. Oh, yay.
Oh yay!
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So that
yeah.
was nice of me to make the
So
500.
now we have a older version of Daytona.
Yeah, they peeled all the new surface off and they put the old one back on.
Henry Williams on the pole.
Timmy Turner
wow.
alongside.
Turner,
Oh,
a former
shit.
Audrey
500.
Baranowskis is 6th.
Oh my gosh, Elijah, look who starts last.
Oh well,
Wayne Gondeller.
that's okay.
Like, oh, wow.
Hey,
Because starting positions
Hey, Elijah,
don't matter
it
here
doesn't
at
matter where you
Daytona.
start, it matters where you finish.
So I guess I'm in the last one.
Yes, you
I think
are.
we're in decent cautions, if you ask
Oh,
me.
boy. Okay, guys. This is going to get
All right.
interesting.
Nighttime. Let's see what will happen.
No,
Somebody's
yeah.
trying to get me to follow their Instagram. No, I don't
Eh.
want to follow.
So there you see the Lincolns making it. Also, LaCoya.
We
Forgot
have-
to mention LaCoya.
We have some new faces and some new places. We have Alita Perez, which you guys know, but now is with World NOS Racing in the 74 Mustang NOS Grape.
Hey, you can pick apart the NOS cars that are in Mustangs.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Rick Witt in this race.
Yeah,
Yep,
Rick Witt.
what-
Then we have the 73 of Josiah Hardy.
Josiah Hardy. Okay, got
That's-
him.
That's
And
not.
then-
It's not the different. It's not the same driver as Josiah Munsell. No offense, Elijah.
In the 58, it is Brock Turner.
Emily Anderson. Hey, Elijah, you got 2 of your cars in this field.
And the
I
44
know.
is Lindsey Sutton. The 45 is Kenneth Ayers. And Henderson Cook in the 60. And the rest, everyone else you know.
Except for me, because I'm new.
Well, you're in the next race, so we'll mention you in the next
You're
race.
in the next race with Elijah and Williams.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So it's only so Boyles is going to be alone in the commentary booth.
I'm
Oh
fine
my
with that.
gosh.
As long as I don't make some stupid remarks about myself, which Elijah is going to say his favorite word, don't say that. We're okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Green flag is out.
Yep.
Green flag is out. Who will make the Daytona 500 and which 11th place finisher will be in the whatever we're going to come up with?
The
I
LCQ.
Yeah, we're gonna do the LCQ with 4 cars battling it out.
Yep, right now we got Cameron Garlington and
Quincy
Christian
Einstein, the
Bale
inside.
confirmed into the LCQ because they still have a shot. Whoever
Chloe
finishes in
Erickson. Remember,
11th will
Chloe
be the
Erickson
LCQ
had a
as
tough
well.
time here at Daytona. in the Hershey's Cup Series, driving that same car she ran in the Hershey's Cup Series.
24 Hours of Le Mans is a 24-hour race on one of the world's
Okay, then.
Okay.
I don't think we're in France. I don't think we're
Okay.
in France right now.
Somebody
Ryan
wants to
Gandela.
explain what the 24 hours of Le Mans is.
winning your individual class.
If somebody were to be French, I'd probably end up accidentally kissing someone in Paris.
Timmy Turner. Remember, he won the Daytona 500 last year.
Yep.
Well,
He's
not
on
last
the
Here
first
comes
lap.
Quincy Einstein, the class winner. He could be contending for the lead early.
Quincy could do something nobody's ever done. Win the Clash, the dual race, and the Daytona 500 in the same.
So that could be interesting.
And don't forget, those of you that do not make the Daytona 500, you will debut next week.
Yes.
Yep. At wherever we go to. I don't know the schedule.
Atlanta.
We're going to Atlanta next week.
Atlanta.
Okay. Oh no, did I just get a cord of my thing wet? Please don't have the wires be wet.
Okay then.
Okay, sounds like it might be fine. It might be fine.
I think Red's having one of those moments.
Well,
With that moment, he realized he
So,
messed up.
because I'm not adopted, but like I'm accepted back in the Hedgehog fam. I'm Crimson. I'm not red. I'm Crimson.
It's closer to red, but
Wait,
Still, you
so
might be
you're
able to
you're
tell
an Alabama.
you'll
head.
still tell them apart.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell them apart.
Yeah.
Here comes a 47.
I'll be a darker version of red.
So that means we'll call you Dark Red,
Yeah.
like Dark Vader.
Or you guys could just call me the baby hedgehog.
Yeah, the baby hedgehog.
There you go. And Timmy Turner is making his wish to win the race and lead lap number 3.
And you know, another thing is, you know, if he wins the 500, whenever that happens, he could be the first driver since Annie Einstein did it, win back-to-back 500s.
Oh wow!
Remember,
Here comes
Thomas,
the 53.
or not Thomas. Remember,
Here comes
Turner?
Panda Oreos.
Einstein, Annie, that is. Betty Barrett, who's going to be in the next race with Elijah and
Yeah.
Williamson.
Oh,
Remember,
53,
Betty Barrett's also a
Timothy
former
Lee. 500
500 winner.
Uh,
Hey,
is that
Elijah,
Jared
here comes your
Petrie?
teammate, the wonderful 4K Chevy of Emily Anderson.
Did you say 4K or 4H?
Oh, crap. I'm sorry. Please kill me, Elijah.
No, I'm not gonna kill anybody. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put a second me in there, and then so that way I can actually see what's going on. Because right now,
That means we'll call you Elijah Jr.
no.
Oh yikes!
Yeah, get it? I'm sorry, Green. Please kill me.
No.
Oh!
I'm being silly.
Oh jeez, this is irony. So who's the
53
Is
is
that
up here.
Petrie?
That's is that Panda Oreos in the 53?
Yes, it is.
It
Panda
is.
Oreo.
Here comes
So
Lindsay
Ryan
Sutton.
Ismet.
Boy, I never seen any panda flavored Oreos in Walmart yet, so
Oh my god, bro.
And of course, Panda Oreos is the driver that I got from Nick Pericles. So
that's
here
cool.
comes Sutton, but the 53 closes.
Lindsay Sutton,
Oh,
the
there goes
female
some-
from
oh.
I don't know.
Hey, look. We had 2 green hedgehogs.
Yes.
And here comes the 48. Oh,
Here
he
comes
might
the
get back to the
48, 48.
outside.
Here comes the 48, 48.
Jimmy Johnson.
Oh,
No.
there goes. Oh, there's-
That's Jay Jefferson.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Jay Jefferson is going to put to the outside by the number 57.
Alex Miller.
somebody. Okay,
one of 2
thanks.
Subarus
Alex
in the
Miller.
field, the other being Gloria Tucker.
That almost looks like a Volkswagen. That almost
Gloria
looks
Tucker.
like a Volkswagen.
I'm trying to get it to the point where I can actually see it.
Uh-oh.
That's
Here comes a Subaru inside that Toyota for second place. Second place.
Oh yeah, there is another Super. There's 3 Subarus, I believe, in the field. Tucker,
Oh, yeah.
Miller, and Emmy Lipson.
No, Emmy Lipson's in the next one.
Oh yeah.
Here's Chloe
There's
Erickson in the
Erickson.
46.
There's one of Williams Racing driver, Henderson Cook,
He used to drive the
880.
the 880 in preseason. Now he drives the 60. This is
So,
going to be very
as
interesting to see who's going to make the race and who doesn't.
That's right. We could have a star-studded field here. That means some of the big all-stars might not make the 500. Like, look
Yes.
at all the big guys who haven't made it so far. Emmanuel Hartnett
I'll be right
being
back.
one of them.
All right. Alex Miller for the race lead. Henry Williams right behind. Remember, William Brock made the Daytona 500. He stayed up front the entire race.
Oh, wow. In dominating fashion as well.
Yeah.
But the most important lap is the last lap. All the other laps do not matter except for points, which we
And-
don't do points here tonight.
Quincy
And
Einstein
definitely,
on the bubble. Go ahead, Elijah.
when racing for it's like what I pointed out earlier in the broadcast. Mainly, the most important spot to fight for is that final transfer spot, especially if you're one of those teams that has to race their way in, that is desperate to race their way in. You know,
yeah.
that's just because that's the team. Those are the teams that are definitely fighting for that final transfer spot.
And don't forget the 11th place spot. There, whoever comes in 11th in this duel and the next duel will be battling it out with the two other 11th place finishers. Well, never mind. One 11th,
Well,
another
excluding
12th.
Annie Einstein because she has the past champion provisional.
Yes, so it means 12th place in that duel. Other than Duel 2, the ones who come in 11th place will be taking part in a 4-card LCQ. There'll be a short showdown between
and
those
Capra
4.
One in the
And the
That
winner makes it in.
Yep, winner makes it in since we only have room for 42. Yep,
Rest
55
will see
for
you in
the
the
inside for P2.
Here,
Driving a manufacturer,
a LaCoya.
Lincoln.
There's
Oh,
a
I thought it was a
LaCoya.
Lincoln.
we have
LaCoya.
That's a new one.
LaCoya,
LaCoya,
Ford,
LaCoya.
Mitsubishi Lancer, Toyota.
Wait a minute, if I'm not mistaken, that's 3 LaCoyas up at the front.
There's only one LaCoya.
Only
Sean
one.
McKean's
Okay.
the only LaCoya in the
The
field.
one in the front is a Subaru. Yeah, so I want to
Then
ask
the
you a
other
question,
two
Elijah.
are.
I want to ask you a
And
question.
the other two are
What
Mercedes,
makes
right?
a Subaru a Subaru?
Which ones?
Oh gosh darn it, they are Subarus.
There's two Subarus, Gloria Tucker and Alex Miller.
And Alex
the-
Mellor
Okay.
still in
And
the
There's
leader,
3
comes at
Subarus, 2 of them in
52.
this field.
And the one next.
You know, these drivers, this is a lot different than what we saw with the repave, is now they're going side by side.
Indeed.
But not a lot of 3 wide.
Yeah.
Nope.
Because remember, the problem is the car's really starting to bounce around, so.
And the reason why I can't, I'm using the old version right now is because, as you saw earlier, it said could not load tracks. So unfortunately, I have to use this one.
Which
Yeah.
we're okay with that.
Yeah. But also, especially with this type of surface on the track where the bumps are there, that's definitely going to make things twice as hard, especially on this new tire compound.
Exactly.
When I bet when the game said could not load the track, I bet it was thinking that's a moo-moo. It's probably looking at cows and be like, hey, that's a moo-moo.
That's a moo-moo over there. Right in Elijah's farm that he doesn't
Uh-oh.
own.
Yeah.
Lulu Champagne's on the bubble. As of right now.
Lulu.
I believe she's the only driver in this field. that
Zoe, get off the keyboard.
Train Johnson, get away from those two in the keyboard.
44 continues to lead.
Lindsay Sutton, the rookie.
That's That's strange seeing the 44 with a different driver. That's not Little Town, if you ask me. There's Audra Baranowskis in the 49.
Where's
Not
Henry
on her
Williams? Henry Williams was 16th.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought he was in the next duel.
No.
What?
Oh, no, that's Daniel
What?
Williams. Dirt for Big Red.
No, you could just say red. I'm called the baby hedgehog. You're red. I'm baby hedgehog.
The Crimson
Okay.
Baby.
The crimson baby.
The Crimson Chin Baby.
No, I'm the crimson tide.
How about the Crimson Cliff? Can we play Timmy Turner over there? Who's actually in the inside lane.
The Crimson Chin.
Eh,
Oh, boy.
Eh.
eh.
Eh. Okay, never mind. So the 47, whoever that is.
That's Lulu Champagne.
Lulu
That's
Champagne.
Lulu Champagne.
Lulu Champagne.
Lulu.
All right.
Oh, pit stops are happening.
Oh boy. 44 is gonna have the lead. Chloe Archer might.
Oh, we got a
get
crash.
there. Oh no! Crash!
Oh,
in the
my
back.
driver. Oh.
No.
The number 60 is involved in this one. That's gonna be really tough. Break for him, and caution comes out.
I believe that's the
Because
first
voice
one.
break.
Yeah, that's
I
the
believe
first
it's the first
caution.
one of our 4 duels.
Yeah. Let's take a quick replay to see how that happened.
And we were almost halfway through that race.
So he squeezed the 51 up into the wall. Tried to come up, and then the 51 came. And they hit the wall, and around went Henderson Cook, and then the 55, wham.
I wonder if they were 4 wide.
Yeah, but that's definitely a tough break for a lot of those drivers, especially like Henderson Cook in the 60. You know, just minding his own business, and eventually for that to happen to him, that's definitely going to damage his chances of making it into the 500.
Definitely. A crash like that will most likely result in a DNF or a 20-somewheres finish.
Indeed.
And by the way, you gotta finish like at least 11th or better to have any shot into the 500. 10th or better will give you a guarantee.
Yeah, it's almost like if you're, it's like the top 10 is like a safe zone. It's like if you're in the top 10, you're safe. But if you're
11th is borderline, and then 12th through the rest is
12th
like.
on back, you fail.
but
You're fail.
here's some intense music.
Yo, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down! Don't arca brake!
Watch it.
Arca brakes. Jeez.
You're telling me. Alright, you know what, guys? During this caution, I'm gonna be right back.
And it just got very quiet.
Very quiet. Intense music plays in background.
Voiles, are you here? I think he's eating dinner, but I'm not sure.
Well, he did get done eating like maybe a couple hours ago.
That's true. I kind of need dinner in a few, too.
I already had dinner. I had chicken tenders.
Ah. As we are still under
All right.
caution. Foils. Where is Foils, man? I know.
I don't know.
I know Cody Smart went to go get something, or be right back anyway.
I'm still here.
I know, yeah. Me and Elijah are still here, and I don't know where Foils is at.
What did you say?
Oh,
What did you say?
Coach Mark is back.
I'm back to commentate my last race because I'm going to be in a car unless I can duplicate myself.
Duplicate. It's a duplicate.
Yep. And then after that, I'll be definitely back in the booth for the last chance qualifier.
And we're
four-car
going to be doing the
showdown.
Daytona 500 today, too, so.
Oh boy, I'm not sure.
So these drivers, they have to go to sleep and they have to get some good rest, and then 8 hours later they're gonna have to get up and get in their fire suits. Get in.
And just letting you know, Cody, it's not the whole race.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I was about to say.
it's like
I'm
100
not
laps.
gonna
We
have
do like
time.
100 laps or something like that.
Okay, yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to join you guys for a Daytona 500 because my resource that keeps up with my iPad battery just died, and my iPad battery at a rate would go down a little quicker than I wish. Plus, to add it all up, after the last chance qualifier, I'll probably be about 10:30ish, and I'm gonna have to take a shower at some point. So I might have to miss at least a part of Daytona 500, if not all of it. So I'm going to stick around until the end of the last chance qualifier. Then I'm going to hop in the shower, get back, and then I might be able to catch at least some of the Daytona 500. Okay, back to the races. Chloe Erickson is in the lead.
We're not racing. It's under caution.
I know, but going into the restart.
Back to the race. We're under caution.
Oh man.
Where is Voiles, man? He should be here.
He probably went to the Hedgehog's room.
Yeah. Going into the restart, Chloe Erickson has the lead. Solo Champagne is in second. Then we get the 65 of Timmy Turner in third. The 61 of
Ryan Hartnett, Alex Miller, Emily Anderson in sixth. Not bad. Quincy
Yeah,
Einstein in
did a
seventh.
good job.
Eighth is
Somebody
Josiah
else
Hardy.
is Rogers. Nope, it's not
Audrey
Sam
Baranowski's
Rogers.
in ninth, and Rick Witt in 10th.
Rick,
And 11th
yeah.
is Soraya Itmad.
All right. There you go. Those are all those guys that would have at least some shot in making a Daytona 500. There
Wait,
you go. We're gonna
Does Emily Anderson have damage?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that might be a glitch.
Yeah, but I think that might be a damage glitch.
Arca brake, maybe.
No, don't. Just ignore the damage that she has on the butt of her car.
I think it's a damage glitch.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Green flag out of the year. Chloe Erickson in the lead. Here comes Lolo Champagne.
Oh yeah, the damage is
Turning up
fixed.
to the inside. And here comes Quincy Einstein to the inside of Emily Anderson. He's going to try to get into the top 5. As low champagne in this set 47 to the point. Ryan Hartnett coming right in with a full head of steam.
Here comes Alex Miller. Ryan Hartnett will go to the lead with that full head of steam. Here comes Ryan Hartnett in the Subaru, being followed by the 73 of Josiah. Not Josiah. It's not Josiah Monsell. It's
Josiah something. Josiah Hardy.
Hardy.
yeah, Josiah Hardy. It's not Josiah Monsell. It's Josiah Hardy.
And by the way,
Not to
it's
confuse the two.
Oh, Will's back.
Hey, he's back! Finally!
Yay! You go, boys. You go.
I'm sorry to Elijah.
Why?
What do you? Why?
I accidentally took your pizza boxes from your hall.
No, you didn't! I don't even have a pizza box!
Why is Ryan Gundillo all the way back here? He lost the pack.
Huh.
I think he got involved in that wreck.
No, he didn't. He has no damage.
Uh-oh.
I have
no,
mine. I've got it
CGI
started.
on for good.
What could be possible is that he probably got a bad restart and didn't hang on to the draft good enough.
No, you know what? I think the 55 held him up.
I'm 55! Can you not drive 50? I know. Well, that's a driver who can drive 55.
Everyone faces his eyes.
GG.
Nope.
I'm.
No offense to Sean
I'll
McKean,
be
but-
right back. I'm gonna try to find something to eat.
Eating in the booth. Eating in the booth. It's eating in the booth. But Daniel Williams, the new Crimson Baby Hedgehog.
I'm actually eating the bit as well.
I'm in
But I'm
the
not
booth.
talking. So.
I'm in the booth. Gotta have to put my Java uniform on pretty soon. By the way, boys, have you heard of the new song that I somewhat made up before we even casted the duels?
Imagine if Elijah dumped Gatorade on me. We'd be in good shape.
Ow!
That would ruin the speakers, boyos.
That would be so. It's like you pour. It'd be so funny if like somebody poured Gatorade on their screen and all of a sudden came shooting out the other side.
Yeah, that would be funny. Ryan Hartnett's down one in the lead. Here comes the 69 of whoever that is on it the second. Sorry, I do not know names. I honestly don't know half the names in this league, so I do apologize.
I need to go
if
run
I do not know
downstairs
your
and
name. Because there's too many new names for me to memorize here. Ryan Hartnett still at home. The 52 is going to get to the inside of him. No, not yet. As I sound like one of the leading Truck Series commentators.
Leading Truck Series commentators.
Yeah. At first, I almost sound like Napa fan, to be honest.
Uh.
The 52 coming to the inside for the lead. The 53. I wanted to say Derek Petrie, but I know it's not him. Wick Witt to the inside of the 53. Trying to approach the Ryan Hartnett. As the 52 takes the lead. Wick Witt gets to the inside for second.
It's Vince Welch, everybody.
Vince Welch. Is that who?
Vince
the 52?
Welch.
Vince Welch. Oh, Vince Welch.
Vince Winch.
Vince Winch, everybody.
Oh, GG.
Vince Winch, Cody Smart, 2017.
Vince Welch. Good lord,
So
I'm
far,
in
these
for so
drivers,
many
you know,
quotes
at
for
nighttime conditions, I'm
2017
surprised
now
we
all
haven't
of a
had
sudden.
Yeah, we have had a yellow.
You're already in the yellow, you derp!
Oh yeah, we can upload it on my channel, and when I have it on private, I can look.
Oh boy.
Foils, we had a yellow. He derped.
I know.
It's like, I know I
Right
do.
now.
I just wanted to say that. So that way I can get to do it.
Like, it's fun
And I'm sorry to
derp.
Elijah Gordon again because I derped again to Elijah.
So, that's nothing to apologize about.
Good lord.
What about I accidentally got tased by your spawner?
Yeah.
My spider doesn't even carry a taser.
Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, guys.
Paints the film!
Oh,
Lee Page the
Uh-oh.
field.
oh, keep your eyes up here.
Oh boy, the 52 and Emily Anderson managed to get through the 55 a lap car. This is going to get very interesting, folks. Oh boy, a lot of drivers are not going to be too happy with that 55. We just heard that the PCSRA is now beginning to watch on that 55 car.
Yeah, Sean McKean not making too many friends, if you ask me.
Oh no, not like that 9 car either. By the way, the 44 and Quincy Einstein managed to get through. They were the
Now
next
he's
two.
blocking both lanes.
Oh boy!
Now that's
Again, the PCSRA is still
Well-
watching in this.
now
That's
that's a
going to
driver.
cost some drivers a chance to make the 500, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Now that's a driver who's driving 55 at the most inappropriate time.
yeah. Right now, it's a dead heat fight between the 52. I can't remember who it is.
Sam
and
Johnson.
Sam Johnson and Emily Anderson.
Did you just say Sam Johnson?
Yes.
Sam Johnson. Okay, that's an easy one to remember. Sam Johnson and Emily Anderson. Looks like one of those two might win the race, depending on when they go back to pits.
Well, that yellow may play a big factor as far as strategy, because, you know, some of them might have came down, took their final stops under the yellow, and they could try to make it the rest of the way.
Right now, Subaru Gloria Tucker's 11th.
Gloria Tucker would be in a last chance qualifier against the other two drivers if she stays there.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah,
Indeed.
thanks to the championship provisionals and the second duel, that's why we have this certain opportunity for these guys to do an LCQ. Otherwise, the ones who finish in 11th or 12th, if you're in Duel 2, might not have been able to make the Daytona 500 whatsoever.
Tell me about it.
Sam Johnson still holding.
He is
holding
telling
off
you about
Emily
it.
Anderson. As we are about to approach our 11 laps to go, when will these guys pit? We're going to have to wait and find out. So right now we got Sam Johnson, Emily Anderson,
10 laps to go at the
Timmy
line.
Turner, and then whoever the 57 is.
57.
Alex Miller.
Yeah, Alex
Okay,
Miller.
Alex Miller. Sorry, I should have memorized that by now. Then Quincy Einstein rounds out the top 5. Then we get the 72.
Henry Williams.
Henry Williams. Okay, thanks. They got Lulu Champagne.
Okay, thanks.
The 49.
Audrey Baranowskis.
Okay, Audrey Baranowskis. No.
Audra!
Audrey Baranowskis doing a good job. Yeah, Cody Smart, you're worse than Seth Cole, bruh.
Audrey Baranowskis.
That moment, Seth Cole cannot say Baranowskis right.
And he's been derping for about 25 years.
Yes, that's
Lame-o.
call. Oh boy.
Sorry, Seth. This is what you get for calling me to the hauler in NSCRA.
Oh no. Seems like we have a big rivalry in the NR universe between Elijah Gordon and Seth Cole.
Yeah.
We'll look into that later in the Universal NR 2003 news. And the top 10 has swapped up yet again. Oh boy. At least nobody's coming in and coming out, so no big shockers yet. As
Oh,
we're
pit
coming
stops.
Pit stops.
Here we go, folks. This can change everything. Pit stops.
Just been told by the stewards.
Why?
After the race, driver and crew chief of the 55 to the PCSRA hauler when the race after duel number 4 is done.
Ooh, now that's 2 drivers that have to head down to the hauler. The first one was
Well,
number 9.
there's a very. At the end of the night, there's a very important lesson here. Don't drive 55, especially under green flag conditions.
Not
Wait,
only
why?
that, don't be the lap car.
You know, you mentioned about Daniel Voiles, who made the who won duel number 2. You know, this is good confidence for him because, you know, very soon in the near future, later on this year, he's going to run the TM Master Cup Series race to try to make Decatur.
Can I ask you one question, Boyles?
Go ahead.
What's your opinion on the General Tire?
It's been a little mixed match so far. You know, the tire wear hasn't been atrocious as what we saw with Goodyear.
But we
And
haven't been to those tire eating tracks like Atlanta, Texas.
that's going to be something we're going to have to keep our eyes on heading in those racetracks.
Yeah.
That will certainly be interesting going into those weekends. And by the way, you guys did 50 races in this series, right?
What do you mean?
Like last season, I think you had about 50.
I think last season was around 27.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was way off.
Try 23 races off, bruh.
Oh my gosh, we seriously need to have a derp count somewhere.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, there's the 60.
Here's the 45, your new leader.
The 45, somebody Avers.
Kenneth Ayers.
Yeah, Kenneth Ayers has
Ayers.
been really doing good. If Kenneth Ayers makes this race, we would have both Honda Accords in the 500.
Now that would be groundbreaking for Honda right there. Ayers to the point, but we're not sure if he's gonna have to pit.
He has to pit, I'm pretty sure.
Because there's no way he could pull a Daniel Voiles and make it the rest of the way.
Yeah,
Unless he came down
to-
under the yellow, then that would be a completely different story.
He has to pit.
Yeah, there he comes.
Looks
Eric
like Ryan
Gandhi
Gundilla
cannot
may be the
hold it
unfortunate
on.
miss in the race.
He could be, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Sam Johnson and Emily Anderson will now have to deal with the 44.
Well, they got around the 44 that quickly.
Oh yeah.
But I guess they're gonna deal with the 52. The 52, we're out in front of them. This is gonna get interesting, folks. Who's gonna win duel number 3?
Don't forget, the 44 has not pitted, or actually has. So the 72 hasn't pitted.
Yeah, he has.
And he
Oh.
has. Okay, never mind.
He
Then.
just came off of pit road.
Chicken.
Gosh. I'm pretty sure we
Who's in
count
11th right
100
now?
derps at this point, like
58
100
of Brock Turner.
derps.
No
Ron
relationship to
Turner
Timmy
will be
Turner.
The one to be in a last chance qualifier with Cameron Garlington and Christian Carrera.
Yeah, Brock Turner's no relationship to Timmy Turner.
Here comes Rick
Don't
Witt.
worry. Don't worry. Brock Turner's not going to carry on appearance anyway. Rick Witt is right behind him. That would be a huge upset if a full-time ASCA driver could try to make the Daytona 500. This can get interesting. Here comes the lap.
There we go.
Contact.
The 72 gets held up. This is
Oh
big.
my goodness.
The 55
I don't
might
think
be
William
a
Brock's
first
team's going to be happy about this, and if they protest that 55, I will not disagree with them.
Yeah, that's no question that they're going to be mad with the 55 driver.
Oh.
There's going to be a lot of people not happy with the 55.
I agree. As he's holding up Quincy Einstein now. Won't be surprised if somebody tries to wreck that lap car.
Watch him LePage the field.
Yeah.
He's the new Kevin Page. Thank you. Good night.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I love you going the king of comedy. All right.
Oh, now he's starting to hold up more drivers.
Oh, let's get
Andra
this,
Den.
especially for the-
Whoa.
Rick, oh, that was close.
Oh, I bet.
Is it me or is the 55 drunk on steroids?
I think so.
I am not 100% sure if that would be the case. 'Cause who would
I
be
don't
in
think
an
Lulu
offline
Champagne's going to be
series
happy.
be drunk?
And Lulu Champagne just gave him the bird down the back straightaway. Can't say I blame her for that.
The bird.
Oh, I'm not sure. Going to PCSRA and WROA rules, that might be a possible
Well, no, she's not.
violation.
She's not in WRLA, so she's fine.
Oh, here comes Lindsay Sutton. Can she win her first race?
Here
It's
comes
Lindsay Sutton versus the
Sutton.
experience in WRLA / PCSRA Emily Anderson.
This is gonna get interesting. A huge time for the WR.
Now, it doesn't matter who wins this race. They're both in the 500, so...
All three of them,
they're
yeah.
all in the 500. It's just who's gonna
I mean,
get
what
the
do you, I
prestigious
mean,
win.
they have none to lose.
Alita Perez is 11th right now.
That means he would get into the last
She!
qualify. Here comes Ryan
It's
Hartnett.
Alita Perez is a she!
She.
Oh, Alita Perez is going to go smack Red Hedgehog in 3 seconds.
Derp, 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 derp.
Oh, I hope we don't get sued by the Warner Brothers, or this is all my fault.
Yo. Come on, Henderson. Henderson, what are you doing, teammate?
Teammates.
This is gonna get interesting, folks.
Henderson, move, Henderson, good boy.
Good boy.
Now, don't hold up Emily Anderson.
Well, Emily actually went on the high side, but she didn't expect.
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad
Oh,
boy,
no.
bad boy.
Copyright.
What you gonna do?
Oh,
like
stop,
Emily.
just stop. You're gonna give us a copyright.
No, he's actually going to get us sued by the Warner Brothers.
No.
Ow!
What about they're gonna are not gonna sue for
White flag, guys.
Oh
Who's
my
gonna
God.
win?
White flag.
Lindsay Sutton.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Williams. There was nothing that Emily could have done, but she's now out of contention. But it doesn't really matter if she's out of contention. She's in the 500, so...
Yeah, so
Like-
funny thing is, that's the robot that's driving that 66.
Can Sam Johnson get the move on
Here comes
Lindsay?
Emily Anderson.
Whoa! It's too little, too late, unless they make a move off turn 4.
They don't.
Coming out of turn number 4.
Lindsay Sutton's going to win Can-Am Duel number 3 and transfer to the Daytona 500. As will Sam Johnson, as will Emily Anderson. So Elijah's happy.
I'm always happy.
Alita Perez gets 11th.
Hey guys, can I say this?
Yeah.
For the first time ever in team history, William Brock Motorsports has all 3 of their cars in the 500.
Woo!
Nice.
And it says
Good job to the team from Georgia.
Perez will be the 3rd driver to be in the LCQ.
Ryan Hartnett, Gloria Tucker. Looks like both of the Supers in this one will not make it.
And Ryan Gundillo will not make it.
Well, tough break, Elijah, for Ryan Gundillo, but hey, you gotta be pleased about this.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks at it as just a simple race. Like, if he ran good, he's happy.
Yeah. Just wasn't meant to be, but hey, Elijah, you still have your teammate, Joshua Cornish. You and Joshua are going to be in that race.
Hang on 1 second. Wait a second. Wait.
To my driver uniform too.
Hang on. Okay.
What?
I got my driver uniform on. I just made a snap of my finger, and I got my uniform on.
Wait, you did what?
I snapped my finger, and I got.
Let me
my
take a
uniform
picture real
on.
quick before Williams leaves the deal. There we go.
I can't snap.
Okay, I took a picture, boys.
I can only snap when my fingers are wet.
What? Since when you got your fingers wet?
I just lick them.
Ew!
Oh, okay.
All right, you guys ready for the 4th duel?
Yes, the 4th duel.
I'm ready to make the
Okay,
race.
Elijah's gonna make.
Alright.
Elijah told me good hedgehog. Try to be a good hedgehog.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in my car. So
Here's your
Oh,
cherry
boy.
slushy.
Boyles is gonna be
Thank you.
alone in this one.
Here's your green slushy, Elijah.
I already got it.
Here's your watermelon, Cody.
Thanks. I'm trying to not get drunk on it. I'm joking.
Did you guys get your clothes?
I need my clothes.
Here's your clothes.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Here's your clothes, Cody.
Thank you.
Here's your clothes, Green.
I already got him.
Okay. Let's see who gets the pole in this one.
Drivers, to your cars.
Survey says
Oh,
it's
boy.
King
Hey,
Hard.
third.
Where did Elijah start?
Elijah
Where do
starts.
I start?
Cody
I
Smart,
start
you
seventh.
start 7th, and Mr. Elijah Gordon starts.
I I think no way. I
Derp,
can't see him.
derp, 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 derp,
Uh-oh, we
derp.
got problems,
We
Elijah.
have 277s. Derp, 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 derp.
Give Elijah the 077. Okay, there we go.
It's Derp Cena.
Okay, now that's better.
I forgot to add Anthony Ritchie, Kevin Joseph, Amber Downey, and Alex Bonsinger.
Nice dirt. Nice dirt.
Oh, good
Cherry
job.
red.
Thank you.
Okay, now you guys can get in your cars.
I can. Okay, yeah, I can get my car.
I know Elijah's already speeding fast. Wait,
Who starts on the pole?
Wait, is Cody in this
To
one?
your cars.
Yeah, I am.
Cody Smart, you start 6th.
Quentin Moore on the pole.
I start 11th, and Elijah Gordon starts 28th. Last.
Wow.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Go Baden.
I don't
My
I don't
replacement driver
care.
starts 9.
I hate it.
All right.
Driver's car.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I get to take you home for the rest of the way as we accidentally made a whoops on there.
Okay.
So, before we get
you
these
need to
drivers,
do the
I know what to do.
Okay.
So, Joshua Cornish and Quentin Moore on the front row, and Sydney Vortex and Leo Einstein in row number 2. Let's dial up 3 in-race reporters, starting with Red Hedgehog Cody Smart. Cody Smart, this is Danny Vills up here in the booth. Do you have a copy, sir?
I got a copy, sir.
You're starting in the 6th spot on the outside line. How's your card so far?
The car is decently fast. We've been testing it out recently, and with this new Ford Mustang, I think we can go far this season. With the full-time experience we already got from last season, I feel really confident that we can go much better than we did last season and get into the top 30 in points and get us into the playoffs. Now, here at Daytona, things can get very random from what we saw in the first 3 duels and the shootout. I've been watching all those, and all I got to do is pit strategy. Most likely, I'm going to have to pit first out of everybody else, but it'll be worth it later on as long as I come out first, come in first, everything first. Then we can guarantee ourselves in a Daytona 500.
All right. Good luck to you, Cody.
Thank you.
All right. Now to our second in-race reporter of this race. See if our Mr. Cameraman can get us there. And it is the driver of the number 88, Daniel Williams. Daniel Williams, this is Daniel Vills up here in the booth. Do you have a copy, sir?
Yes, I do.
Starting towards the front next to my teammate, Betty Johnson. How's your Nike Lancer so far this week here in Speedweeks?
It works perfect out front, but when we get behind dirty air in the draft, it does not want to turn. So hopefully we can make some adjustments and get our way up towards the front and stay in the top 10 or 11th and go to the LCQ. But I want to preferably be in the top 10 and hopefully make it to the Daytona 500.
All right. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you.
Betty Johnson, the other Hyundai Sonata, the only one in this field, so that's going to be fun. Now our third and final in-race reporter, starting shotgun, but as he said earlier, he doesn't care. He is none other than my green smiling adorable hedgehog, who is so still adorable in my opinion, Mr. Elijah Gordon. Elijah Gordon, this is Dean Villas in the booth. Do you have a copy, sir?
I got a copy. Go right ahead.
Even though you start last at Daytona, it doesn't matter where you start. How's your Papa John's car after practice yesterday?
It was a little bit more of a handful. I mean, like, nobody really wanted to draft with us, but we still basically persevered. We fought through, and we tried to make the best adjustments that we could on our 77 car. But a great Papa John Chevrolet by far still. We'll just have to see what happens, and hopefully we can get in that top 10 by the end. But if I can't do it, maybe my teammate can. So we'll just have to see what happens. And Cody's face just gave me a scare.
And speaking of your teammate Joshua, you and Joshua in this race. Did you learn something from watching Emily and Ryan race from the last duel that's going to help you and Joshua in this one?
One of those things is just keep an eye on the fuel gauge and just stay out of trouble. That's the two main things that I learned here, especially here in these dual races. But with this type of Daytona, I'm very used to it because I've raced on this type of Daytona for like about 7 years, the first 7 years of my career. But so there's really not a whole lot to learn from that. So we'll just use our old school Daytona racing experience to our advantage and try to get up there to the front.
All right. Good luck to you, Elijah.
10-4. I just want to let everybody know that I've still had to drag Emmanuel Harnett out of the bathroom, still having sex with his ex-girlfriend, and apparently there was a fly that was trying to go on a date with me, and apparently that fly wanted to derp. So Cody Smart's face gave me a little scare, so we're ready to go. Go, Daddy! Go, Daddy!
Oh God.
Oh, go, Daddy.
Oh man.
Oh,
Let's
go,
get these
Daddy.
drivers rolling up as we'll be ready to go racing.
Go,
I got a
Daddy.
question about the sponsorship thing. Since
Okay.
there's a go, Daddy, where's a go, Mommy?
Now, I just want to point this out while these drivers are rolling off. We did not do this in my duel, but we're going to do that here in this duel as the drivers are rolling off. Let's hear radio communications on all three. We'll start with Cody first, and Daniel Williams, and then Elijah, on how to expect to do in a race today as a little prep talk. First, Cody Smart.
Alright, you're starting at P6. All you gotta do is certify yourself for the front by the first pit stop. Field window here could be approximately 14 laps. I think we could be able to get ourselves with the top 10 as long as we're in the front, pit first, exit first, and pit within the first group. That is the magic formula to get us in the top 10, sir. Okay, thank you. Oh man, Boyle's made a good
Okay.
slurpee, that's for sure.
So, team, 40 laps. I forgot how many miles, but whatever. Forget about that.
100.
40 laps, 100 miles. Try to stay in the top 10. 11th is okay, but we want top 10 preferably. Let's go do this. Perfect pit stops and avoid all the wrecks. 10-4.
Last but certainly not least, Elijah.
Eli, tighten those belts, check those gauges, be sure they're good. Just do the best you can. Say your prayers, and just get ready to go. All right, you guys do the same. Be sure to get those air guns ready. Be sure to get those hammers ready. If I get into a wreck, Randy, just do the best you can. You guys say your prayers too, and let's go do this.
All the drivers did have a pre-race prayer before they climbed in their cars. So, in fact, all the drivers from all the dual races we had today did a prayer. So here we go. 40 laps, 100 miles. The final duel before the LCQ. Who will advance to the 500? Who will go home? We're about to find out. Quentin Moore, Joshua Cornish. Can-Am Duel number 4 is green.
I am a robot. I'll be taking Cody's place.
Oh, Lord. As you see Anthony Ritchie going to the inside of the 78 of Leo Einstein.
Just a fair warning. You're robots.
Yeah, good point. It's going to take these drivers up to full speed to get them up to top speed, so that way they can see what kind of car they're going to handle. For some that raced in the Clash, this was a good chance to showcase what their cars are. But for some of them that didn't race the Clash, they learned something in that race. That's going to help them in this one.
This will help them give an advantage and experience going into the Daytona 500.
Yeah, definitely these drivers, remember 42 will make the 500. Everybody else, we'll see you in Atlanta, so.
Yeah,
that'll be a lot.
Plus I can't take this race anymore. I'll just copy Cody's voice instead. Okay, much better. So, sounds like we have a
these
two-car
drivers
breakaway. Leo Einstein right behind the 89 of Quentin Moore. Here comes the 81 to the inside. And
that's Jackie Tang. Remember, Claudia Perez, I think, made the race. Let me look at the results. Claudia finished in I have the results in front of me. Claudia did not make the race, so Jackie Tang is the last hope for Dragon Motorsports.
Yeah, plus we got one car teams over there, like Corey Smart's team and a couple others are trying to make the 500.
Yeah, there's the 86. We talked about Morgan Henderson being the only Nissan in the field, and Morgan Henderson did not make the 500. That is Tyler Henderson. That is the brother to Morgan Henderson.
You got that right as we get a battle for the lead with Leo and Einstein to the inside of Quentin Moore. Here comes the 88 of Henry Williams.
That's actually Daniel Williams, not Henry
Oh,
Williams.
Daniel Williams.
I'm
By the
gonna
way,
get
we
you for that.
By the way, you saw Alex Bonsignor go by the 94. That's Azra Gobadin. That was originally going to be Brendan Rogers in that ride, but unfortunately, due to his behavior, Brendan Rogers no longer the driver of the 94. Azra Gobadin will be in that ride for this year. As she has taken that spot, she'll also be taking Brendan Rogers' spot in the Foster Series. So that will be
Daniel
good.
Williams to the point, but here comes the 87.
That's Cornish.
Cornish
Here comes
to
Alex
the point.
Bonsignor.
Bonsignor catching up. The 75 is coming.
You know, with the exception of Daniel Boyles, all of the Team Hedgehog members have not. And winning none of them have made the race. We're on board Megan Jones. Wonderful looking paint, looking back at Hannah Smith. World NOS Racing, of course, those will be the 4 DVR cars in WRLA driving the Hyundai Sonatas. The 83, the 26, the 93. Well, we actually have 2 93s, the 93 and the 930. There's Light Gordon in the middle. Right behind Mr. Cody Smart. Speaking of that, let's hear radio communications with Elijah Gordon crew.
Bang. How's that car feeling? It's good. It's good right now, but I'm just gonna work my way here to the back and just stay out of trouble here. All right, that's a good thing to do here. Just stay here in the back, and I'll let you know when you can go back up there to the front.
We also saw a Pensacola 600 winner from earlier this year, Zachary Taylor, in the preseason race. Also back there, we talked about Timmy Turner making the 500. Sidney Vortex is the second of the Turner Buick racing cars. Meanwhile, Alex Bonsignor leads the way. I don't know if it's going to be for his own team or what, even though he's driving a Buick. I think he's going to be for his own team.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a confirmation of that by Daytona 500 or Atlanta. To see
Yeah, I think it'll be
team.
for, I think it'll be definitely for Turner Buick Racing, so. Because it's a Buick, so.
Wait, it's a Buick? That's not a Buick.
It is too. You look closely. I know. There's a driver we are all we've been waiting for this 6th time. Amber Downey in the 93.
Yeah, definitely. Right now it looks like she's going to make the race, but this is very early.
You dirt, Boyles, it's the 930.
Oh, the 930, sorry.
930, okay.
But, that's because we have 2 93 cars in the field.
Oh, okay. I just remember the double.
But Amber Downey in the 930 replacing Abigail Furling, since Furling is now enjoying her retirement. So good for her. As you see, both of the Hyundai. Here's something funny. Could you imagine all 4 Hyundai Sonatas making the Daytona 500?
That would be
Can you
funny.
imagine how that manufacturer will go as far as that's concerned?
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, Betty Johnson.
Your teammate Osamu Nagahara's in the top 10. Fall back a little bit. And then try to work your way up later. Don't get too aggressive so far. 10-4.
Also, you notice we talked about Kevin Joseph Motorsports cars making it in with Lisa Gonzalez and the 06. Let me look at the results. Survey says Lisa did make. Yep, both of them made it. Kevin Joseph in this field in the 750. So that should be fun. There's Kevin, right in front of Ben Erickson. Meanwhile, Alex Monsignor in the lead. And I have to give Megan Jones a bunch of credit in that 93. As up, here comes the 930, but Megan's going to block. Megan Jones has been one of the hottest drivers in the McDonald's series in WRLA. You know, she's having the best season ever, and that's why Daniel Voiles Racing has recruited her up to the Cup Series to be joining with Annie Thomas, Betty Johnson, and team owner Daniel Voiles for the 2018 season. Now she gets to test that 93 to give her some experience. That way she's all pumped up and ready for the NOS Energy Cup Series for 2018. Even though the car looks different as far as what it'll be, but the only changes that is going to be on that 93 is the name on the back of the windshield will move to the front, and they'll take the Monster Energy logos off that car and replace it with the NOS Energy Cup Series logo. So that's how that's going to go.
By the way, it looks like Henry Williams. No, Daniel Williams. No, Daniel Williams.
Yeah, if you messed up, Daniel Williams would strangle you when he gets out of his car. No
He would
offense.
actually be strangling the robot.
I don't know how he would strangle robots, but anyway. There's Quentin Moore. Remember Kaylee Rankin in duel number 1. As I'm looking at in duel number 2, excuse me. I think, Kaylee did make the race. So if Quentin makes the race, we'll have both of the Q-Man Motorsports in the top in the 500 together. Of course, Quentin Moore driving the Morgan Shepherd Racing with Jesus Chevrolet. So if he missed the signups, he's lucky that he's still on the entry list. So that's why we put him on the entry list in the first place.
And how's the Team Hedgehog guys doing so far with their
So
rides?
far, Alex Bonsignor's leading. Daniel Williams is in 4th. You have to go a way back to find Cody Smart and Elijah Gordon. There's Elijah. He's at the back. Anthony Ritchie lost the draft. Something went up, and something's up with Sydney Vortex. I'm not sure what happened. Unless we're getting a report there was an incident that happened. If that were the case, then that's a tough break for those two. And they're going to have to hope for a caution to come out.
Yeah, definitely. And
I don't see any damage on that Doritos Pepsi Buick Regal out of Turner Buick Racing. But that's still a tough break for that 79.
Definitely is. And it looks like the 95 broke into the top 10. And the
Yes,
88
Cody
is in
Smart's
third.
in the transfer spot. That means the only Hedgehog who would miss the race as of right now would be Elijah Gordon, but the race is still young.
Definitely. Plus,
There's
pit
Cody
stop
Smart,
should
speaking
be
of
coming
Cody.
up.
Yeah. I think Elijah's playing a strategy of, he's going back. He's going to be at the back, just hang out there. Same with Emmy Lipson. They're hoping for a big one to break loose, and then Elijah Gordon can get through. Like what he did at Ricky when he was a lap down, and he gained a bunch of spots due to attrition. Daniel Williams in second place. Let's hear radio communications with that 88 team from Williams Racing.
Good job. Keep it up there. Let's have a good pit stop. When the pit window is coming up, so I'll let you know when to pit. do pit. Pitting this time, pitting this time, pit this time, pit this time, pit this time.
Yep,
pit this
here
time.
we go. Pit stops.
For 55, 55, 55, 55. Down to 55.
There's Azara Gobadin.
2
That's
tires, don't slide
silver
your
and
tires, don't
green
slide your
94.
tires. 2 tires and fuel, 2 tires and fuel. If you slide your tires, do all 4. What was that, Daniel? What was that?
Whoa. No, that was actually Alex Bonsignor who did that.
No tires, no tires, no tires. Just fuel, just fuel, just fuel. We changed our strategy. No tires. Fuel.
Zachary Taylor's in, Betty Johnson, Anthony Ritchie.
Go, 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 go.
As of right
You got to be
now,
careful not to
Alex
speed on pit
Bonsignor
road.
could have the best advantage out of everybody else.
Joshua Cornish just came off pit road. Here come the rest of the field, led by Kevin Joseph in the 750. Cody Smart, Quentin Moore, Osama Nakahara, Leo Einstein, Hannah Smith, Ben Erickson, the 86 of Tyler Henderson.
Probably gonna need a quick stop here. Come on, we need to beat out that leader. Need to beat out that 750. We need to in order to have any chance of getting the lead.
There's Betty Barrett, former Daytona 500 winner, all the way back in 2012. Or no, excuse me, 2013.
Oh, gosh darn it. Now we're going to be in a rescue position, guys.
But at least he's going to be in a... at least he's going to keep up with the pack, so... As there goes Daniel Williams on by. Alex Bonsignor the same. Looks like Kevin Joseph. If he can beat Alex Bonsignor, he could be the leader of the race.
Yeah,
Cody Smart's going to beat
now,
Bonsignor.
Maybe this might come barely between those two.
Wow, good pit stop for that Thriving Financial Ford Mustang out of Smart Motorsports.
So he might be coming out maybe second or third in relation.
Possibly, I think Daniel Williams would be the leader of the race. We'll have to wait for the ticker to update. And they're saying Kevin Joseph's the leader. Yes, it is. Kevin Joseph had a fantastic pit stop. Good for Kevin Joseph. Cody Smart, ditto.
Here's the thing. We got the top 4 or top 5, or even top 6, away from this very big pack, which even Elijah Gordon got benefit from.
And Elijah picked up a bunch of spots. He's nearly in the transfer position. How about that? Good job for Elijah Gordon. Speaking of, let's hear Ray Communications with Elijah Gordon on that tremendous pit stop from that Papa John's crew.
Good job, guys. Good job on that stop. We just need to take care of our stuff and try our best to stay in a good position here, because if caution were to come out, then that probably put us in a pretty good spot to pounce.
He is in 10th. Elijah's in 10th.
Just do the best you can. We just got reports we're in the top 10, buddy. So just do the best you can, buddy. We're just do the best.
Elijah Gordon holds the final transfer spot, and that's going to put Kyle Lang. If I say your name wrong, Kyle, I do apologize. Kyle Langland might be out.
Yeah,
and I think he might be out. Yeah, Elijah's now in. That means, if I'm looking at this correctly, we could have the entire team Hedgehogs make the show. Bonsignor, Gordon, Smart, Williams. Since William Brock and Daniel Voiles made the show.
Oh, but it sounds like we might have technical difficulties with the screen. It sounds like we might have it taken care of. But we are taking a look at it.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to order pizza while
It's fine. It's fine. We're not too concerned.
Nope,
but Kevin Joseph, I bet he'll be ordering Dunkin' Donuts if he makes this race.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
probably have a beer with Lisa Gonzalez and Danny Rand.
Oh, boy.
That'll be the first time Danny Rand's going to be in the Daytona 500 as a rookie. Can you believe that?
Not only that, Cody Smart's a rookie as well. Remember, he did not race too many of those races last season.
And think about this. You know, he won last season in a Chevy. This year, he's in a Ford Mustang. So he's in good shape. Now, I want to say this for Cody Smart, and this is probably, I don't know if he's aware about this or not, but Smart Motorsports is getting their parts, motors from World NOS Racing because Cody Smart's a Ford Mustang. So Cody Smart better be glad that there's a technical alliance going on with his team and World NOS Racing on supplying the motors to that 95. So that may be the good thing for him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And remember what he said about his goals there, trying to get into the top 30 in points and trying to make the playoffs. This could be a key right there.
Well, this season there's no playoffs. You know, it's first driver that has the most points wins the championship. So next season there could be a playoff. So who knows? So
yeah,
but still,
this will
Cody
be
Smart
interesting.
making the 500. I mean, that's what the doctor definitely ordered.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hopefully he doesn't have problems, and that can really prove the technical alliance between...
I think Daniel Williams is ordering Domino's pizza because, you know, we're going to see that Domino scheme for Daniel Williams later in the season.
Oh, yeah, and there's
How did you know I was ordering Domino's?
Because I've seen you with a Domino's car.
And there's possible sponsor
That's true.
rumors. that
Only Blue
sponsors-
can guess what. Only Blue can guess what Cherry Red is doing.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
It's not like it can read Daniel Williams' mind.
Yep. So it sounds like the big pack is closing down the small one by a little bit.
And Elijah's out. The 90's on the bubble last time they crossed timing and scoring. Now the 98 is on the bubble.
And this might not be good for 95, but he might be falling out of the draft.
Or unless he's just taking it easy, just trying to ride it out.
Yeah, he knows there's a 2-second, well, now a little less than a 2-second cushion.
Yeah, Luke Knight's coming, that 97, bringing Joshua Cornish, Hannah Smith, and others with him.
Yeah, so many. And pit stops is going to happen in approximately 5 laps. So the field is going to get split once again.
But the thing is, we've not had a caution in this race, so that's a good key. As Elijah Gordon's back in the transfer, now Hannah Smith is on the bubble.
And now they have closed about a second between the front pack and the back.
Yeah, Daniel Williams is right behind Cody Smart. They just got around Alex Bonsignor.
It sounds
But
like
look out. Watch out for the 97 of Luke Knight, co-owner of World NOS Racing, and he's got a heck of a run, Luke Knight. All courtesy of Joshua Cornish, the 87. The only rookie representative for EGI this year. Because Elijah Gordon, in fact, I believe all 4 EGI cars. I'll have to get confirmation from Elijah. I think all 4 EGIs, are running for Rookie of the Year. I'm not 110% sure, but I'll have to get that confirmation from the 77. Okay. I'm just checking.
And it might add an insult to injury for those ones who are in the front for a while now.
Look out. Here comes Luke Knight. That big pack just caught this little pack, and Luke Knight's going to take advantage. Williams way up the high side in that 88.
Oh, boy. That might not be good for him.
Elijah Gordon was on the bubble last time by. I don't think he's on the bubble this time.
Okay, I'm done ordering pizza.
Sweet.
And
looks like, the 75 is on the bubble.
Sheesh.
Sydney Vortex, I think we can pretty much confirm Sydney Vortex won't make the race.
What happened to me?
Big pack problems.
The big pack
Hashtag
just
big
caught
pack
Daniel Williams
problems.
by surprise, and Williams, who was in the Daytona 500, is on the outside looking in.
I swear,
Yeah,
if I
this-
don't make the Daytona 500, I miss Pensacola in the preseason, and then if I miss this, I'll be like, bruh.
Kyle Langley having a Langland. If I said your name wrong, Kyle, I do apologize. He's up here in fourth. Good run for the rookie. A driver we've never heard of before. That's pretty impressive. And speaking of impressive, Megan Jones to the lead of the race.
Oh man, and pit stops
Megan
is gonna happen
Jones.
again.
Hyundai Sonata doing a great job. Remember, Daniel Boyles took the victory. Annie Thomas made the race. Could we have all four Hyundai Sonatas in the 500? That would be a first.
Yeah, but here comes what's not a first. Pit stops. This might happen this lap, but it might not happen until about lap 30.
The last thing these drivers want to see is a caution, because that could be big for them.
Yeah, especially.
Oh no, Betty Johnson's out with a gearbox. Well, on the bright side, at least we have one of the Australian drivers in the 500, so I'm not too concerned about that. But Betty Johnson will not make the 500. She blew the gearbox. Big disappointment from the driver out of Perth, Australia.
Get down to the bottom, get down to the bottom, get down to the bottom, get down to the bottom. You have 10 laps, you have 11 laps to go. You need to get down to the bottom and hurry your butt up there.
CRA Communications with Elijah Gordon.
Alright, buddy, just do the best you can. We're coming down to the wire. Almost down and 10 to go, so just do the best you can, and hopefully we can get in this race. 10-4, we just gotta pick our cards right.
And remember, Emily Anderson is the only EGI in there. Well, her teammate, Elijah Gordon, teammate and car owner, I should say, is in. Joshua Cornish is out. Is on the outside looking in.
Oh, wow. And he's actually one of the good drivers out here when it comes to plate racing.
Yeah, definitely. And looks like we're going to have pit stop. Zachary Taylor is coming in.
It looks like it might have a wreck. They might want to watch out.
Nope, looks like they kept it together. Good for them. Azar Gabadan was on the bubble last time by. The Saudi Arabian driver.
According to pit strategy, it sounds like whoever's in the top four right now will have a good shot in making the 500.
Oh, definitely. Downey got by Jones. That was for the lead of the race. Of course, Jones driving for World NOS Racing. Downey's driving for BK Racing. There's Daniel Williams. He's off pit road. Let's hope that spot as here come the rest of the leaders. Here comes Elijah Gordon. Joshua Cornish following suit. Looks like both the EGI cars are pitting together.
All right, we need a very quick
Oh,
pit
I
stop.
think there was some contact between Elijah Gordon and Kevin Joseph. No harm, no foul.
It looks like we might not make the 500 because of where we pitted.
I guess I'm not going to order some Dunkin' Donuts after this race.
I don't know if Kevin Joseph just didn't expect, wasn't paying attention, or if he wasn't, if he didn't know Elijah had the first stall. Whatever the case, you know, I don't know if there's any damage to Kevin Joseph's machine. Looks like there's no damage on the Dunkin' Donuts Chevrolet. Looks like Kevin Joseph immediately went on his radio and said, Delta 77, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ram in the back of you. Looks like no
Go,
blood
go,
loss
go,
between
go,
these
go.
two.
Pass as many cars as you can. I want you in the 500. Go, 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 go.
And remember, Daniel Williams had his best career finish in the 500 a year ago when he ended up, I think it was like second or third.
Go, go, go,
Fourth.
go, 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 go. That's a
Leo
new
Einstein is in the lead of the race. I think he's already on pit road. Or leaving pit road.
You're in 11th.
Daniel-
What the heck is you doing? What the heck are you?
But that may change because there's some drivers that are still trying to get back up to speed. Some that just came off pit road.
Yeah, there have been some late hitters.
Uh-oh, we got
that's for
Sydney
sure.
Vortex. Okay, the leaders are in. Leo is in, so...
Yeah, Leo's in, and some others are gonna get in, so there's a good chance that they might not make the race.
Tell me about it.
Only because they pit late, because it was
Like
older
I said,
tires
Daniel
might
Williams,
heat
you know,
up.
he can be thankful some drivers that haven't pitted are right now in the pit lane.
Yeah, because those older tires will most likely not give them a good shot at all from making the Daytona 500.
Oh, you're right, Cody.
Because the newer tires will certainly close in those guys even before they pit. So it's good to pit first. So the
Yeah.
91
I may
is
be
at
throwing my
risk.
robot in the car for the 500, so I can just stay up here in the booth. Because I know he'll be down in the paddock just chatting, so...
I'll probably physically be in the booth at this rate.
Yeah, physically in the booth, because, you know, it's... Because I'm called Blue Hedgehog 26, so... Yeah, I'm not trying to blow my cover.
Nah.
Yeah.
And how the heck am I 17th?
I don't know how you're 17th. Well, you're going to be 16th when you go by Jackie Tang. That means... Here's what that means, guys. Both Dragon Racing cars will not make the Daytona 500. So that sucks for that team. Sydney Vortex, I believe, just got put a lap down. She did.
I'm not making this Daytona 100, guys. I'm sorry, but
Unless
this
there's
car does not have the speed. We need to work on our Super Speedway program. There's no damn speed in this stupid car.
Do apologize for the language. Hey, look who's up there in the top 5, Elijah Gordon. Working with Kyle.
Did those
Kyle's,
guys pit yet? Or they...
I tell you what, Kyle and James Kinghart are doing a great job in their debut race. Kyle Langland and James Kinghart, great job in their debut.
Luke Knight with problems.
Oh, Luke Knight's in trouble.
That is not good for him.
The co-owner of World NOS Racing will not make the Daytona 500. That may be good news for Daniel Williams.
That only puts us 12th, guys. 12th.
Yeah, and here's a good question. Does the top 4 or 5 still
I'd be
need to go
nervous if
pits?
I'm the Ford Mustang drivers right now.
I would be a little nervous if that was the top 5, because not only got lap traffic coming, but I'm not sure if they even pitted. Some of those
Luke
guys.
Knight dropping like a rock, and he just becomes the second World NOS Racing driver to miss the 500. Betty Johnson would be the other, as Luke Knight has teleported to pit road. That is, what a disappointment for that team. Speaking of World NOS Racing, Hannah Smith is on the bubble, and Daniel Williams is right behind Hannah Smith. Luke Knight shaking his head in disgust. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Hannah Smith's out. James Kinghart, by the way, is the leader of the race. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he is the leader.
Wow.
Like
Who would
I
have thought?
said.
Who would have thought James Kinghart in his debut would be, well, just as soon as I said that, oh, wait, that's Elijah Gordon. Whoops,
Yeah,
I
that's
do
Elijah
apologize.
Gordon.
Green's now mad at me.
No!
No!
Wow, Elijah Gordon trying to do something that Riley Anderson did. Win the race from the back to the front.
Yeah, but here's the deal, though. Did they pit? Because if they did not, that could be devastating.
Good point, Cody. Good point. Did they put enough fuel in the car? Daniel Williams still has a chance to make the Daytona 500. He just got to hope the 76 makes a mistake, or if drivers have to come to pit road.
Okay, Eli, I just got this from the crew chief. We're fearing that we may not have packed it up on fuel, so just do the best you can. Just safe. Just keep your eye on that fuel gauge.
Yeah, that's something Elijah's concern right now is fuel. But if Elijah Gordon holds on to win, not only he's won from the back to the front as they're catching up to Anthony Ritchie, who will definitely not make the 500. As here comes James Kinghart to the inside. Now, whether he wins the race or not, Elijah Gordon's in the 500. Which that's good news for him, but like he mentioned, does he have to pit? We're coming to the white flag. Daniel Williams is now still one spot remaining. Could he push Kevin Joseph out? He's got one more chance.
You're in the LCQ. Get that 75, 750.
Yeah, we're done.
Looks like the
Thanks to
930.
pack in the back.
Uh-oh, but they've caught lap traffic. That's not good. Oh, Sydney Vortex, what do you... Oh, never mind. That's a 93 pulling out. I think Downey's just going to coast.
Yeah, just gonna coast.
A former Buffalo Wild Wing Series driver who is now the new driver at BK Racing, Amber Downey, in her first race with BK Racing, will win her Can-Am Duel.
No!
And Daniel Williams missed the race.
Oh boy.
I think Hannah Smith got Daniel Williams up the racetrack a bit. Kevin Joseph makes the race. Elijah Gordon, let's hear communication with Elijah Gordon. He made the race.
All right, buddy, we're in it. We're in it, buddy. That's good job. Good job, boys. Good job, boys. Now we can sleep easy tonight.
But the same cannot be said to Joshua Cornish. Half the EGI drivers will not make the Daytona 500. What a disappointment for Joshua Cornish and Ryan Gondello. But those two lads will try to bounce back next week at Atlanta when we have division racing. So no hope is lost.
So
if there's some nominees I just want to give, it's going to be the driver in the 077 and James Kinghart in the 75. They're definitely going to be the drivers of the race. Good job in your debut race in the PCSRA. And there's Cody Smart, not going to make the 500. Pensacola 600 winner will not make it. And guys, can I say this? One of our former Daytona 500 winners will not be in the 500 this year. Betty Barrett missed the race. Same did Quentin Moore.
But here's the most important part. Who finished in P11?
That was Hannah Smith, I believe. Let's pull up the results. Let me go ahead and get the picture out of the way. So Amber Downey wins. Megan Jones. Good job for Megan Jones. Get 3 of the 4 Hyundai Sonatas in the field. That's good. James Kinghart finishes 3rd. Elijah Gordon finishes 4th. Kyle Langland will make his 500 debut in PCSRA. How about that? He finishes in 5th. Leo Einstein, the veteran, will try to redeem himself. He finishes 6th. Alex Bonsignor 7th. Despite his team owner not making the Daytona 500, Osama Nakahara does for Williams Racing. He finishes 8th. Something Blackwood, and I'm sorry if I butchered this name.
Bryce Blackwood.
Bryce Blackwood. Thank you, Daniel Williams. Yes, Daniel Williams, by the way, is out of this car, along with Elijah Gordon and Cody Smart. Blackwood finishes 9th. Good job. And for the first time ever, all 3 Kevin Joseph Motorsports cars make the race. The team owner, Kevin Joseph, takes the final transfer spot. Hannah Smith will go to the LCQ, and here are the disappointments. Daniel Williams, Cody Smart, Zachary Taylor, Emmy Lipson, Tyler Henderson, Ben Erickson, Betty Barrett will not race for her second 500 trophy. Joshua Cornish, Chloe Bumgarner, Azra Gobatin, Jackie Tang. So both Dragon Racing cars will go home. Jesse Morin. Sorry if I butchered your name, Jesse. Quentin Moore, Anthony Ritchie, Sydney Vortex, Luke Knight, and Betty Johnson those lads will be going home. And for Betty Johnson, she did not smell what the Rock was cooking, but yeah. So a tough break for those drivers, and boy, that was a pretty good race. Let's get our interviews out of the way. Elijah Gordon is out of his car. Elijah, you got to be pleased with the 4th place finish. And congratulations on making the Daytona 500.
Well, I think this is my overall, out of all the Daytona 500s that I've made, this is like my 200th Daytona 500 that I made. So that's actually.
And of course, Elijah Gordon leads all active drivers in the most 500s in our career.
So yeah, that's definitely pretty good. That's. I knew that we could do it. I mean, it sucks that Ryan and Josh didn't make it, but you know what? I mean, that's okay. They can try again, maybe next season, maybe next year, maybe if the Daytona 500 is in the WLA, maybe they can try it again there. So we'll just have to see what. So we'll just have to see what happens here in this LCQ. Maybe it'll be interesting. But all in all, great Papa John's Chevy, and we'll try to get that. We'll try to get that maybe 20th Daytona 500 win. I think it is. Yeah. That's what it is.
And as we have a butchered start because the 2 had a mechanical failure, as pace car is going to roll off. 8 laps, final transfer spot. Who gets in? Who goes home? We're about to find out. The green flag is out. We are underway. And Cody Smart, tough break for you. You won't make the Daytona 500. How disappointing is that for a small team like Smart Motorsports?
I gotta tell you. We had the car to make the 500. Honestly, we just gotta blame this on luck. It's like our pit strategy was really good, and we were somewhat hoping for the top 4 or 5 to run out of fuel or something, so we can make it in. Plus, add an insult to injury. I think our entry to pit road wasn't all that good either, because we were behind almost 10 cars coming in. So that pretty much knocks us out already. So I think if we would have had fuel only, we would have had a much better shot in making the show. But I gotta say, for us and for what I found out as a technical alliance with Well-Nos Racing, having half of those cars miss the race, that pretty much puts a deficit on really big teams in this series alone. I mean,
As Hannah Smith leads the first lap, but continue, Cody.
Yeah. I just felt like we're one of the cars that got missed over by a whole bunch of cars that passed us in the middle of that duel.
Oh, definitely. So.
But yeah, I think we're one of the robbed cars of the Daytona 500, to be really honest with you. And we'll just go watch the LCQ.
Well, Cody Smart will miss the Daytona 500, as will Daniel Williams. You were so close. You were in the LCQ, but got passed by Hannah Smith at the end. How disappointing is this, Williams?
Oh.
As the 43, by the way, takes the lead of the race.
Yep, Craig leads that too.
I don't know how to describe the feeling. I'm just so speechless. But yeah.
But at least you got your team. At least your teammate made the race, so at least there's a brightness in that team. So.
Well, I guess, yeah. But it's mostly bad here at Daytona because now not only we have one person out, but we also have a wrecked car. So that's basically half our money to go down the drain. Hopefully, Osana Makahara can either win or get a good finish to get that money back.
Yep, that was a disappointing Daniel Williams. But as I said a number of times this year, if you do not make the Daytona 500, you know what we say. We'll see you in Atlanta. So at least these drivers that will not make the Daytona 500, at least they'll still be at Atlanta racing in all three divisions. So that's good. So now, while we are watching this LCQ, we're on lap number 4. We'll be at the halfway mark with 4 laps of racing to go. Looks like Cameron Garland. Yeah, unless the teammates do something. Looks like the 74 is still chasing the 2, so.
Yep, we're about halfway through this LCQ. It looks like Christian might be losing out a little bit as he's trying to regain to the top three. Cameron Garlington, the NRLA Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season 6 winner, trying to hold off the rest of them. Looks like he's doing a really good job so far.
But he's too far out in front, and he could be a sitting duck.
Exactly. So these other three, Hannah Smith, who's in second right now, they need to try to come up with something to pass that number 2 or taking the last spot.
Oh, definitely. You know, being the 42nd driver, you know, glad you made it in, but for those that don't make it, like I said, you know, you gave it a good effort, and unfortunately, it won't be the case, so. As I look at the results, and something really surprises me, if Hannah Smith does not make it, both Lincolns will not make the Daytona 500. So Lincoln is in danger of missing the 500. So that's a big shocker there, if you ask me.
And Charras is at risk of missing the 500 too. If he misses it, that would be the 4th out of 5. Out of the
It's Cafera. It's Cafera. It's Cafera.
Yeah.
It's not Cafera. It's a 74. If the 74 misses the Daytona 500, that would be 3 out of 4 World NOS racing cars that would miss the show.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something Team owner Daytona Duels will be disappointed, but, you know, at least some of them made the 500. So, like I said, all hope is not lost for that team. So
at least one is in it right now as Cameron Garlington dominating this LCQ. He is the Season 6 Chick-fil-A Cup Series Daytona 500 winner, so he knows how to get it done at this racetrack. But he's going to have to deal with some new opponents. Here comes Hannah Smith trying to get to the inside for second. As it looks like for Christian Cabrera, it looks like
Cafera.
He might not... Cafera, sorry. It looks like he might not make the Daytona 500 as of right now.
Yeah, I believe no Mercedes made the 500.
No, the 6 didn't make it.
Yeah, the 6 didn't make it, so that's bad news for Mercedes.
It's gonna go between.
Can the 74 make a move?
Can Penske Racing have both of their cars? Annie Winters is in, I think.
Yes.
This is gonna get.
I'm looking at the results and
Smith trying to get the inside for second.
It's over.
No, Winters didn't make it, Williams.
Oh, so Penske
so
Racing.
This is the only Penske car that'll make it. Cameron Garlington will make the Daytona 500. Hannah Smith, Lita Perez, and the 43 will not make the Daytona 500. So no Lincoln in the 500 and no Mercedes. That is a huge disappointment there. There's a look at your results. Garlington will be the last driver to get in. Hannah Smith.
Hello again,
Christian
everybody.
Capra,
It's a
and
beautiful day for dominoes.
Not. So
and
that
here
is going
we
to do
go.
It here
Loading up your
Speedway.
order.
I want to thank my
Holy
commentators for joining
moly,
me for
this
these
one
races.
is heating up.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's been great these past few hours, definitely.
Yeah, it has. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's races. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to join the PCSRA crew today. You've already seen your official finish results in the LCQ. If you did not see your results from the dual races, they are somewhere in this video. I will put a time deal of what time the duel took place. It'll be in the description down below. Also, don't forget to check out Elijah, Daniel Williams, and Mr. Cody Smart's channels that are in the description down below. And hopefully, we look forward to seeing you for the Daytona 500. So on behalf of Elijah Gordon, a.k.a. Max the Hedgehog, Red Hedgehog Cody Smart, and Cherry Red Daniel Williams, I'm PCSRA Blue Hedgehog 26, the adorable Blue Hedgehog, since Daniel Foles is out in the paddock, signing out, and until next time, we will see you all for the Daytona 500. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.